Hi there, everybody. It's Alec. Oh, I wanted to hold on. Media source. While I'm waiting for people to come in, I'm gonna try and see if I can do something real quick. Hi, Token. I'm trying to do something real quick. Just hold on. I'm trying to see if I can find this one thing real quick. Oh, what was it called? Damn, I should have had this up. I had the idea, but I totally forgot about doing it until right when we went live. Oh, what was it called? What was it called? Wait, it's. I feel like I'm getting close. I feel like it was something. Anyway, we're here. We live. So I want to thank everybody for getting me to 5,000 subscribers. Crazy. I uploaded my first video, my first commentary video, I should clarify, in at the very end of August of 2020. And I've been kind of like here and there with uploads. Um, you know, took some time off here and there. It's kind of more of a hobby for me. I would love for it to go full time, but I'm glad where I'm at now. About almost 4 years into making commentary videos, and we're now here. 5,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much. I wanted to come on here, chat with y'all, have some fun, and I think the best way to do that is I wanted to come on here and play some of the Altador Cup for you. You know, the Altador Cup is in full swing on Neopets.com. My team Lost Desert is here. If you didn't know, if you haven't seen my Altador Cup video a while ago from 2022, you should know that my team is Lost Desert, always has been, and I'm back, baby. We're going to have some fun. So, to catch you all up to speed on where we're all at, I first watched the As the Bell Rings video. That's a good one. That's a good one. To catch you all up to speed on how our team Lost Desert is doing, yesterday we had a good one. We almost completely swept the other team. However, yesterday we got completely swept by Tyrania. But then the first day of the Altador Cup on the 31st, we completely swept the other team, Molterra. So very interesting as it's coming out right now. I think the top teams right now are Bright Veil and Kreliador. They were like completely sweeping. Bright Veil completely swept, and then Bright Veil completely swept the third day. Kreliador only lost Slushy Slinger yesterday, and everything else is kind of up in the air. Oh, Croc Island's also doing pretty well too. I think so. For those of you who don't, for everybody new to Altador Cup, you know, we got a new team this year. There's Team Decardia. Weren't you clowning on Tyrania? In my video, Tyrania, I was always kind of like meh on. They've done well in the past, but but I've never really like paid too much attention to them, I'd say. But yes, there is a new team this year, Decardia. So I think how they're doing it is they're I think they're giving like a team a bye day every now and then. So luckily, our the Lost Deserts one wasn't today, but we went up against Decardia yesterday, and I'm guessing that it's kind of another Molterra situation where all the players who have been playing Neopets forever, they've already chosen their teams that they're going to stand with forever, and now Team Descardia probably doesn't have enough people on the team to kind of like keep the momentum going. Hi Mimi, Kiwi, GG's from a Molterra rep. Thank you, thank you. I'm in a way I am rooting for Molterra because they've never won an Altador Cup, so I think they should. But Brightvale also has not won, so I think Brightvale being kind of the front one of the front runners right now is a good sign. So yeah. Um so my idea for this stream was to kind of just have some fun and since this is a sporting event, I thought what would be the best way for a fan to participate in a sporting event? And if you've ever been to college football, the best way to do that is through tailgating. So, I got some drinks in here. We're gonna pop some open, and we're gonna have some fun today, you guys. This is a high noon grapefruit tequila seltzer. So, it's going good. I love your content along with nerd nostalgia and tech. Cool. Yes, dude, your Altador cut from last year's fire. Asking for more content and see you streaming. Stoked for more content and see you streaming. Thank you so much, Vivi. It was from 2 years ago. You might have saw it last year because that was the year where um uh Amanda Files. That was when she made her video, and that's when she shouted out my video. That was very nice of her, super cool of her. Shout out to Amanda Files. If she ever sees this, thank you so much, Amanda, for doing that. That was You did not have to do that, and I really appreciate that you did. Um, if For those of you who haven't seen, she's actually making a new video. Um, she's making a new video about Altador Cup drama, and I think that's pretty funny. I think that's a funny idea. I'm currently binge watching Ed, Edd n Eddy. How you doing? I'm doing great. I've had a busy month, the past month of July. I moved, and I then, like a week later, I went on like a week and a half long business trip. So I'm back. I got back like 2 days ago. So and while I was on business was when I hit 5,000 subscribers. So I couldn't I couldn't do it until I got back. Bro, Lost Desert got clowned on in your video. That was, you know, freaking as a Lost Desert fan, terrible. I'm so disappointed. As a video editor and content creator, funniest thing that could have happened. I I have kind of a list of an itinerary, a schedule of what I want to do today for this stream. Are you talking about the Nickelodeon show, The Amanda Show? No, there is a YouTuber called The Amanda Files who made a Altador Cup kind of video. It's called What's Happening on Neopets, I believe. And in that video, she shouted me out. She's a bigger YouTuber than I am. She has I believe over 50,000 subscribers, probably less at the time. But she gave me a shout out and people watched my video, and some people found me through that shout out, which was very nice of her. I really appreciate of it. I have seen Ed, Edd n Eddy, great show. So yeah, the itinerary of what I kind of want to do, let's get started with playing some of these games. Today we're playing Haunted Woods. I want to first start off with some of the other games to just kind of slowly go in, and then we'll go to UU Ball. Another thing that I want to do is I want to rank all of the teams. Classic Alec tier list video, and then after that, I think kind of just I kind of want to do I kind of want to watch my old Altador Cup video with you all, if you'd like, kind of as a director's commentary type thing. And also, it kind of goes with the tailgate theme. We're watching the highlight reel from years past. So, I heard Neopets was originally owned by Nickelodeon. I don't know why they lost the rights to it. I think they sold it. The, there's a whole thing. They sold it to another another company. But then right now, Neopets has actually gone independent recently, and people who are actually like Neopets fans from the old days are now in charge of it. So I'm glad that it's having kind of a renaissance right now. So yeah, so yeah, we do kind of like a director's commentary in my old video, kind of go through the highlights of years past, like other sports shows do, and then I think at the end, if we still got some steam, I might just throw on Neopets the Darkest Fairy. You know, play that old PS2 game. You know, I want to make a video about that game eventually, and I feel like the best way for me to actually do that, for me to actually get going with that, is to like stream it to you all, so I actually am incentivized to kind of play it. So yeah, let's start off with Slushy Slinger. When I streamed like a while ago, like 2.5 weeks ago, I did my very first stream on my YouTube channel, and at the time, Slushy Slinger was not working. So glad it's working right now. So let's get going. Oh, I wanted to real quick full screen it. Alright, so now we're doing Slushy Slinger. Those of you who may have watched my video, you know it's like the old game Tapper, but a lot. I feel like in Tapper there's 4 lanes, but here on Slushy Slinger there's only 3, so a lot more manageable. So let's see if I can beat my high score. I played this for the first time in a while yesterday, and I got like almost 900 points. I know in my video I got like 820, so we gotta try and beat it. Oh boy, okay. Oh, see that? You see that? Pro gamer out here, you guys. I'm the best gosh dang Slushy Slinger around. Alright. Dude wants the purple slushy? I got you a purple slushy. Or a pink slushy, excuse me. I took a sip while I'm slinging slushies, you guys. What can I say? Alright, let's see what the chat's saying as soon as I get these 2. Okay, and this one. Alright. Have you ever heard of the 101 Dalmatians series? It was a Disney one. It's pretty cute and fun show from what I've seen. I have. I used to be a huge fan of the 101 Dalmatians series. You know, I used to go to sleep watching the original 101 Dalmatians. Love the live action. I didn't watch a ton of that show, of the original 101 Dalmatians, the series. And I tried watching the newer one, which was 101 Dalmatians Street. Wasn't my type of show. But I have a big love for the 101 Dalmatians kind of franchise. I used to play like the Storybook CD-ROM game, the Activity Center game on CD-ROM as well. Played all those stuff. Begged my parents at the time to get me the, what was that, probably like the 50th or 60th anniversary DVD when it came out. Maybe even 75th. I don't fucking know. Gotta love the clutch slushy catch. You know it. You know it, Kiwi. I'm out here clutching. We're on level 7, and still no loss of life. I'm playing with the keyboard. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Slushy Slinger, I play with the keyboard. I think you can play with the mouse, but I tried playing it once and it just did not go well for me. And it feels more like a game when you play with the keyboard. So it's just like up and down arrow keys and the left and right arrow keys, and then spacebar to actually like sling the slushy down the aisle. And if one of these empty slushies falls on the ground, you lose a life. If somebody gets to the end of the aisle, you lose a life. And if you have... Oh. Ah, jeez. And if you happen to sling a slushie in an empty aisle, then you lose a life. Ah, jeez. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I need to pay attention to this. That was terrible. Oh my god. I need to lock in. Lock in. Proceeding to lock in. Alright, look at these. 3 in a row. Going right in my belly. I like to imagine the waitress, she eats the trash as it comes down. I'm glad to see that they kind of maybe, like, fixed the game. I don't know if anybody remembers in my original video, but when it gets crazy, people will only ask for, like, the green slushie. It's wild. But it's starting to get pretty crazy. We just got to level 13, so things are about to start ramping up. So I'm just gonna start... Oh, jeez. Okay. We gotta be careful. Okay, let's focus on this lower. This lower group of people. You see this? We're doing amazing. Now we're on level 15. We're gonna go to this top group right quick. LD for the cup. Thank you, Token. What are your guilty pleasure movies? Says Dizzy Izzy. Let me think. I'm a little focused, so give me just a moment and I'll think about it a little bit harder. Ah, 802, dang. Not even as good as I did in my original video. Guilty pleasure movies. You know, I like to log my stuff in Letterboxd. I'm one of those guys. There was this one movie that my fiance and I watched. We watched the Bratz movie. And it was, like, actually not bad. But, however, we didn't finish it. Because there's, like, a certain part of that movie that, like, it feels like the natural end to the movie. Like, they beat the girl, they beat the mean girl at the school. They beat her at her own game. You know, they performed a song or something, and, you know, feels like the end of the movie. But then we looked, and there's another 30 minutes to the movie. So, what the hell? I really enjoyed Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse? Good. I would agree with that. Is it weird that I watch Little Einsteins as a guilty pleasure? No. You're entitled to watch whatever you want. Little Einsteins, I will say, wouldn't be my first guess. Wouldn't be my first watch if I was wanting to watch something like that. Let me look at, like, some of my movies that I got over here. I don't know. There's nothing really, like, I feel guilty about. I mean, probably the weirdest one is, like, I love a Goofy movie. Oh, one that I feel like people appreciate is Little Lion King 1.5. I love that movie more than the original. Lion King 1.5, where it focuses on Timon and Pumbaa. Great movie. Love that movie. I'm going to do one more round of Slushy Slayer. and then we'll move on to one of the other games, I feel. Tupac or Biggie? Honestly, I have not listened to either of them. I'm not familiar with their game. Please rank each individual minute of High School Musical 2. It's the best in the trilogy, says Ari. I would love to do that video, Ari. It's on my list to do of when I eventually get bigger, I feel, because the first video of that, I ranked each individual minute of High School Musical. That video flopped. it didn't do the best. You know, it got a little bit of a bump when I put out the Ferb video where I ranked all Ferb's lines, which I really appreciate, because that video where I ranked each individual minute of High School Musical, I think is my funniest video. Like, I may have just put out a 4-hour long video where I ranked all of Ferb's lines, so there's some gems in there. But I think that High School Musical video, I think it's an easy watch. Like, all of a sudden you'll be like halfway through the video and it'll feel like nothing has gone, like no time has passed. Even as a viewer, I really like that video, even though I'm the one who made it. So the sequel, I really want to do that video, but I think for right now, I'm going to wait until, I have a bit more of an audience that will actually appreciate all the work that I would put into that type of video. Because that video, I mean, granted, like, the Ferb video took me a long time to make, but at the time, I felt like that High School Musical video, I put a lot of work and time into it, and it went a little underappreciated. So if you're watching this and you haven't seen that video, go check it out. After the stream, of course. Quick, before the hyena... Yeah. Have you ever watched Honey, I Shrunk the Kids movie and the sequel? I mean, of course I watched the first one. Is the sequel the baby one? Like, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid? Honey, I Blew Up the Baby or whatever? I do think I've seen that. It's been a long time, though. The bonus features on Lion King 1.5 DVD went hard. Oh, yeah. They have Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? But it's Lion King stuff, or like just Disney stuff in general. Great. And then they had like a ride in it where you got to choose your path on the ride. And then I specifically remember there was like a haunted mansion room on that ride in the DVD special features. So creative, those people, whoever made the DVD special bonus features. Ooh, that was clutch. I was sweating there for a moment. Let's get this bottom row a little bit. Rick and Morty is also overrated. I honestly, I have not seen the newest season. I heard it was pretty good. I'm one who has kept up with it, but I have not seen the newest season. Quick before the hyena come. Oh, jeez. I'm looking at the chat. Should be paying attention to the game. Alright. Who y'all got for winning the Altador Cup this year? You know, it's only been 3 days, but I think Brightvale has a good shot. You know, Lost Desert ain't doing too bad. We swept one team, we almost swept another team, but then we got completely swept by another team. So currently, in the standings, we're 8th place, I believe. So, never say never. It's only day 3. Oh, that's not... Oh, I did not feel good about that, but thank God I got it. Okay. I'm locking in a little bit. Oh, that one's going down. R.I.P. Sorry, chat. I know you're saying stuff. I'm trying. We're on level 15 of Slushy Slinger. I'm trying to outdo what I did last time. Okay, we're just gonna start. We're just gonna start clearing out aisles real quick. Oh my god, game lagged. Don't lag on me, game. Come on, come on. Nice. Oh, jeez, Lord. Wow, three in very quick succession. Alright, we passed where I did in the video. Now let's see if I'm able to beat my high score that I've done this year so far. Oh, come on. I hate it when it does that, where... Oh, I gotta get up here. Jeez. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. We still have 3 lives. Oh, jeez. 2. Come on. Whoa. We're up to 900. Oh, my God. Ah! Ah! Okay, there we go. 938. Pretty good. Pretty good. Beat my high score. So that's good. Okay. I'll miss DVD bonus feature games. Same, Kiwi. Same. Let me... Ever watched any Disney XD show? If so, name your favorite show. I mean, obviously, you know. I think I Disney XD kind of came on like around the time, like just before, probably a year or two before I stopped watching television for a while. So a lot of the stuff I think I watched like later on when I was like out of college or in college and whatnot. So I think technically Star versus the Forces of Evil was a Disney XD show. Loved Star versus the Forces of Evil. Did not stick the landing at the very end, but I love that show. I was obsessed with that show while it was coming out. I even got like the book that it came out with, and I mean, I haven't like read it, but I have it. Gravity Falls also, like, top tier show of all time, and I still think I have like like a love for Kick Butowski. Kick Butowski. My predictions were initially Morocco and Meridel, but I'll definitely keep an eye out for the other contenders. Yeah, I'm hoping for Morocco. I don't think Meridel has been doing too hot right now, but I think Meridel is also should also have a shot at winning. If you get the chance to listen to some Biggie Smalls, Alec, you will not regret it. I'll try. I gotta go. Also, to catch you live, though, you're super funny and positive. Make sure to like the live before leaving. I hope to catch you again. Thank you, Vivi. I really appreciate it. What's your favorite Altador Cup logo? Mine is Molterra. I do like Mystery Islands. Mystery Islands kind of stands out. I like the tiki head. I think that's fun. Let me think. Other ones that stand out. Haunted Woods, I think, stands out, and also Croc Island is like the skull and crossbones, very easy. Yeah, I think those. What did you say? Mine is Molterra. Molterra's is pretty cool too, like the cog in the middle that kind of like talks about how it's so industrialized down there. Lost Desert is very. I would say Lost Desert is probably one of the more simple of all of these. Um, it's just like so. I like the simplicity of the Lost Desert logo. I feel like the Buzz on Maggie and My Life as a Teenage Robot have a somewhat similar main character, that being Maggie Pesky and Jenny Wakeman. True. I haven't watched either of those shows in a long time. All right, let's go back to the games. Let's try Shootout Showdown. In my video, I sucked at Shootout Showdown, and I anticipate I still will be bad. All right. Wow. All right. Oh, I got a goal. Cool. Let me know if the game is a little bit too loud. Oh, I still got a goal. I hate this game, bro. Oh, okay, I got it. I'm just gonna send that score, whatever. Unpopular opinion: Ed and Eddie is better than Powerpuff Girls. I feel like I've watched more Ed, Ed and Eddie, um, but I have kind of more of an affinity towards Powerpuff Girls. I recently watched an episode of Powerpuff Girls, and I was like, damn, this is a lot better than I remember. Okay, all good with sound, cool. Okay, got that goal. Dang. Okay. Alright. Alright. We're gonna go for... Okay. This game is so difficult. Let me try to go in 5 for 5. Fuck. I was about to say, let me try going 5 for 5. That ain't happening, Alec. Let me try. Let me restart. Restart. We're just... Because the other thing is that you get a time bonus if you go fast, so you gotta try and like get it in there as fast as you can. All right, my best one yet. I don't think we're going to top that anytime soon. So that Shootout Showdown for now. That like in my original video, I like went right past Shootout Showdown because I mean it's like you play it for like 15 seconds and then you're done, and like it's not that fun and you don't have much to say about it, you know? So all right, we're gonna do some make some noise right now. This is me in the stands right now, you know. I'm out here for my team, Lost Desert. We're gonna scream our little hearts out real quick. I really enjoyed this segment of the original video where I'm just like screaming along with the Techo. All right, let's see. R and C. Okay. I always feel like I should be doing better at this. All right, I got the Y, Z. Ah, what? I accidentally hit the space bar. Okay. J and K. Easy. Right next to each other on the keyboard. Okay. X. I did not hit that in time. F. I didn't hit that in time either. I'm just doing it with 2 fingers. Okay. Now there's no bonus ones coming up. I see how it is. Come on. Woo! Let's get to 4,000. Come on. All right. There we go. I'm sweating. Oh, wait. Maybe I actually did get those bonus points. Cool. Start game again. Q and D. Sure. I'm trying to do this with just one hand. Alright. I think it's usually only two. So now we're going for speed, baby. Come on. Oh, my hands are cramping up. Let's see what the chat's saying. I'll be back. About to make a bid for my channel. Good luck, Token. Have some fun. Ugh. Make some noise? Well, okay. Alright. One more time with make some noise. F. Alright. We got it. We're going lower. I was hitting the wrong button for a little bit. You're playing for Altador, Rosebud. You're ranked 10 so far. Nice. I only started playing yesterday, so I'm still a rookie. But let's see where I'm at right now. Okay. Whew. I'm building up a sweat. Might be the the seltzer calling, but I'm picking up a sweat a little bit. Yelling for my team. Okay, what do I need? I need 4 UU ball wins. No, wait. Oh, I need 1 more. Okay. And then we'll get to rank 1. Awesome. Alright, let's play Haunted Woods. You know. Alright. Now, for those who may have saw my last stream, I'm gonna mute this real quick. You know, I talked about Haunted Woods because if you aren't familiar, let me real quick go here. If you aren't familiar, this is their team right now, right? And they have this guy, Kraid Talvos. He has a wraith coloring. He's a drake. So cool, right? He's so cool looking. Everybody here is cool looking. Just a cool looking team. You know, we all love Halloween. It's a little over 2 months from now. Who doesn't love Halloween? Who ain't ready for it? We got Haunted Woods here, and it's gonna be a great time going up against them. However, if you've never gone up against Haunted Woods before, you will see something's wrong with the team. So, we do our 2x2, and we see this, and, I'm sorry, where's the Drake? I'm not seeing him. I see this ugly-ass Techo on the team. Because he was an old member of Haunted Woods. Like, the Neopets team, they can't freaking, like, get their stuff together and right their wrongs. Because also, our Drake on our team is not in the right spot. He's supposed to be in the back where the other red dragon looking person is supposed to be, our Scorchio. You know, here, I'll play his. So right up there, I've said it before. I said it before in my last video, in my Altador Cup video. I'm playing as Derby, but it's not the right icon. It says I'm playing as Derby, but I'm playing as Luvia instead. When you play as when you play as Derby, what looks like Derby, it says you're playing Luvia. I'm just saying, Neopets team, right your wrongs. It's not that hard, hopefully, to fix it. Oh, also, I should mention, this is a tailgate party, 5,000 subs. Once again, thank you all so much for getting me to 5,000 subscribers. It really means a lot to me. Oh my God. This is a tailgate, so we're gonna do a little bit of a drinking game for UU Ball. Anytime, that. Oh my God, I want to get real big. Yeah. Anytime the opposing team, anytime Haunted Woods gets a goal on me, I will take a shot. It's not happening, but I'll do it because it ain't happening. Nobody's gonna get by me. See? Nobody getting past Alec. So yeah, those are the stakes, I've got my shot glass here. I've got salt right here. We're doing a tequila shot if they get a fucking goal on me. If you are under the age of 21, I do not condone drinking for you. If you're over 21, feel free to partake with me. These commentators, whatever. I don't need them. Where's our boy Talvos? What was his name? Clade? Where's our boy? Bring him back. Oh God. Do not get a goal on me. I do not want to take a tequila shot. Oh God. Oh God. Get it. You have to line up the shot just right. Alright, there we go. That was perfect. For those of you who want a little bit of a refresher on UU Ball, we play from left to right, or at least I do. You can play from right to left, as you saw from the menu. And there are about 7 different balls or whatnot. So there's the normal UU. I think you always start off with the normal UU. This is the clockwork UU. It blows up after a certain amount of time. So you see it's counting down right then. I was able to get a goal before the time got up. But if you don't, it will blow up on you and you have to start over. This is the snow UU. It's slow, so you gotta get a little bit closer in order for it to go in. There's the mutant UU ball. He just mimics any of the other UU balls. So, like right then, that looked like a normal UU ball mimic. But it obviously won't mimic the clockwork one. It won't blow up on you, but it'll do like snow, fire, the fairy UU, and the Derek UU ball. That was just the fairy one right there. Oh my God, I'm getting huge. But there's also power-ups on the field. There's the glove that makes you bigger. It ups your power. There's the ice ball, or just the ice block, I should say. That freezes your opponents. This is the Derek UU. It sucks, but I got a little bit of a strategy for it. Oh God. Oh God. I'm sorry. The Derek UU making me. Okay. Usually I just like kind of go in that little corner of like the middle part and just throw it from there. And sometimes it'll go straight and then it will get into the goal then. So yeah, there's the Darrigan Yu. The Darrigan Yu kind of goes in like different angles, and sometimes it'll go like completely backwards. So it'll just like choose whichever way it wants to go. And then the Fairy Yu does like a curve. So you just kind of go straight on with the goalkeeper, and you'll bypass him. There's one other power up that I haven't mentioned. There's a feather, and that makes you go faster. I think that's it. So yeah, right now the character sprite is Luvia, but it says that I'm Derby. Right then it said I was Luvia, but I was playing as Derby, so it's just a pet peeve. It's been there since 2 years ago, at least. Oh, and another thing, you may notice that the pitch, the field is all like blue. I don't know, because my original video and before this time, it's like just like a normal kind of like sand color, like a tan color. But now it's all grayed out. What I think is, I don't know if it's deliberate. I don't know if it's deliberately a thing that might be like with the plot that's going on. But it might be, you know, just a little thing to add into the plot. They are doing some small integrations with the ongoing plot called The Void Within. If you don't know, I'll show you that in this when I get out of this game. Kind of what's going on with the Void Within. Oh God, do not get. I'm not taking a tequila shot, boys. Oh God, I'm going so. That was spooky. No, come on. Somebody freeze them real quick. Okay, thank you. Okay. Oh God. Okay. There. Woo. Freeze them. Make the thing bigger. Make me bigger. Oh, that's another power up I forgot. You can make the goal bigger. Alright, let's see if I can go for 10. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Oh, they are Kiwi? Okay, cool. So it's not just me. Okay, so we played 3 games. You know, we're doing pretty well. I think now we're rank 1. We are. Look at that. But yeah. In the news section of Altador Cup, there's this guy. He's this. I am Orion Orion OO, we'll call him. Orion Double O. He's a guy that sees visions. Sigmar and Sweet, who I believe are the two kind of announcer, the Grawl and the disco-colored Ixie. They've graciously allowed me on today as I have big news. For those who don't know me, I'm Orion Double O, and I have recently been, let's say, gifted with terrible visions that seem to be at their strongest when many Neopians gather together. If I wasn't able to make your acquaintance during the Festival of Negs, yeah, I did not participate in that, sorry. Then this must seem very strange to you. But nevertheless, I am here to ask for your assistance once again. My visions are still not very strong, but this time I can at least see pieces of them. However, they appear very distorted now. So, as a possible solution, I thought perhaps the fans of the Altador Cup could help me with this predicament. I will share my visions here as they come to me, and hopefully some of you may be able to recognize something from them. I'll be doing my best to search for them too. So, it shows you this vision, and then you if you had not had done this, I've already helped them out. Um, you can do like a help with the search button. You can click on it and it'll take you to like the map of Neopia. Uh, and for this particular thing, it's like a pixelated search thing. So you have to like find that specific page on neopets.com that it correlates to. So you go to no, not that. You go to the furniture. So you go to Tyranian furniture, and a thing would pop up where he thanks you, and he talks about finding a slab, um, that has some writing on it. So if you go to the Void Within page, you know, there's a story, and right now we have our main characters are this Kyrie, uh, I believe that's Junie, and then this Aisha that was in space called Junie, and uh, her little friend who's a flaily or something. He's all fucked up. Her little pet's all fucked up with this weird void energy, and they came to talk to this council that has gathered, and people are making fun of this picture of King Altador, which I agree looks very funny. All right, let's see what people are saying. I was played left to right. So something strange is that there are videos from years ago that correctly have Kraid displayed, but for a player on Haunted Woods and a player playing against them, I don't know why he doesn't display correctly now. Yeah, I don't know. It's lame. I want to see the cool looking Drake. So they're all gathered because Meridel has fallen under this gray spell, and everybody in Meridel is getting all grayed out. And this is Tor from Neopets' Darkest Fairy. I didn't realize that until I watched the Amanda Files video about her breaking down like what's going on in these first couple of pages. So thank you, Amanda, for that. I was like, oh my god, that is Tor. That's holy shit. So King Skrull of Meridel, he's all grayed. He's all sad, but he doesn't want to be. He's in the rainbow fountain trying to get his color back. And it's not working. So then all these people are getting together, and it just so happens to coincide with the Altador Cup. So crazy, right? So obviously, the smartest thing to do, people are coming on your website to play the Altador Cup, but you also want them to participate with the ongoing plot that's going on. So obviously, integrate them. So you got Orion 00 over here taking up news spots on the Altador Cup page so people can participate, get a little bonus wearable, which let me go to my my inventory real quick. I can show it to you. Don't judge my inventory. I do have a lot of shit. It was this Dr. Landel. No. Was it? No, it was this fluffy Gruselin rug wearable. He gave it to you. If you completed the little quest. So very interesting. I kind of wonder if that's what's going on with why the UU ball field is a different color. I don't know. But that's kind of my guess. It might just be there's a weird color bug happening in the game because they haven't updated the game in a long time. Like, they put in the Decardia team into the game, and it just messed with everything. Alright, so yeah, let's get back into the game. Because once again, if they get a goal on me, I will take a tequila shot. It's not happening, you know? It's not happening. I'm a pro at this game. May I get a shout out? Please shout out Ian Hamblin. What's up, Ian? How you doing? Thank you for checking out the stream. Thank you for checking out the 5,000 subscriber special. You know, I really appreciate you all. I really appreciate getting to 5,000. Let's go for 10,000 next. But yeah. I'm doing great, thanks. Of course, Ian, thank you so much for joining us. But yeah, I'm doing these streams kind of. I streamed 2.5 weeks ago, and I wanted to try doing this kind of celebratory stream to kind of get back into the swing of things, because I've been gone for a little bit. But then on a work trip for the past like week and a half, 2 weeks. So wanted to try and get back into just like seeing how everybody's doing, seeing how my subscribers are doing. Thank you all for coming out once again and checking out the stream. Oh, I gotta be quick about this. Real quick. Oh, it blew up. No. But I'm currently. I have not filmed anything for a new video. I will be honest. I think it's coming soon. I have some ideas of what I want to do next. I put up a poll on my community tab of what, of like a couple of ideas that I've been throwing around in my head, and I wanted to see kind of like what kind of people wanted, like what people were feeling, and people were kind of feeling the what's it called? The bigger topic of the 5, which was the Radio Disney Next Big Thing kind of deep dive. So that's gonna take a little bit longer to kind of do research for, and I also kind of have to like figure out kind of the how I want it to be formatted, like how I want the video to play out, kind of like what's the arc, you know, like what's the story I'm trying to tell, how am I going to cover all these different individual acts that were on that were a part of Radio Disney's Next Big Thing. I think I have an idea. I've got a better idea than I did when I first started coming up with the idea, that I'm a little bit more excited about, but I need to like sit down and actually take some notes and do some research on all the acts that have been in the Radio Disney's Next Big Thing. But I have an idea for a video that's a bit of a smaller video, hopefully, that I can do in the meantime, that I think would be fun. So I can like just do that. I can film that in like a day and start editing that. Oh, thank you to whichever teammate found the ice cube. I appreciate it. Oh, come on, dude. Cool. Stop it. Stop it. Please. Oh, God. Lyra, please. Catch the ball. I do not want to take a tequila shot. You know, this is game, what was it, 6 or something that I've done? Well, I think I did 1 before I started filming. So this is game 5 of the stream. I'm just saying. Have not gotten a shot on me yet. Come on, Haunted Woods, where are you at? you do not bring your best. Oh, there we go. This is how we do it down in Lost Desert, buddy boy. Boom. I'm a UU ball. I'm a UU whisperer. You know, I talk to the UU. I tell sweet nothings into its ear. Is that collusion? Maybe. 10 points. Let's go. And first drink done. Okay. We got a guava flavored high noon now. Let's keep the tailgate going. We're rooting on our team Lost Desert. Let's go, boys! Let's try and do like 10 or something games. So we just did the 5th one. I know it said 6, but I did one before we started. If they got 5 more tries to get a goal on me. And if they don't, no tequila shot. We'll try and figure out another way for me to have to take a tequila shot, maybe. Because I found limes for this, guys. We're sticking through it. Oh, come on. I got the goods. Oh, that was not supposed to be a pass. I was trying to shoot on goal. Oh Lord. Is this Derek and you gonna? Oh my gosh. This little Corbat little guy is trying to do trick shots. He knows what to do with the Darrigan. Okay, here. A nice little. Whew. A Darrigan ball can be a death sentence. Okay. It took me a second to realize that they gave me another Darrigan ball. It could be a death sentence because you just have to hope and pray it goes the right direction. Boom. Okay. That Mirka was a little bit too ready. There we go. It's in. Let's go, boys. I'm taking a drink while I'm coaching my team. They can't get past. Okay, hit the goalpost. Ref, that was valid. Come on. All right, we're doing it. Boom. Okay, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this is rigged. We got the snow UU. We got 8 seconds left on the clock. Be nice if somebody found an ice block, but I don't need it. We make goals around here. 4 more games, the Haunted Woods. Will they be able to get a goal? Let's keep it moving. Ranking all the members of Lost Desert. Somebody said in my head, yes. I'll do it. D tier. I am not a fan of Kiko's as a Neopet. Luvia, actual Luvia, the Drake. Give him like a B tier, you know? He's a defender, so he's kind of in the background most of the time. Hasn't really made that much of a splash in terms of like news and whatnot. Not very memorable, so he's a B tier because, you know, like he's fine. Oh, whoa! Ooh, that was close. If they're ever going to get a goal, it's going to be with the Darrigan ball. I guarantee it. Or it's going to be with the Fire UU ball or something. I'm back. Hello, Token. Welcome back. We just got a goal. In your name. That one was for Token. We're going fast. Come on. There we go. Freeze him. Fire UU's too fast for them. It doesn't even melt the ice. Boom. I'm just too good, you guys. I'm the best Lost Desert player there is. Put me in the Altador Cup esports. I'll be #1. They should make like an Altador Cup. Like they make the NCAA double football game. They made NBA 2K. Make Altador Cup. Make it like backyard sports, but it's Altador Cup. You know, you all remember backyard sports? I played this. Oh shit! Ah, damn! I thought I was clicking the thing, but it wasn't doing anything. Alright. 3 more. Haunted Woods. You got your time's a ticking. If you want me to take that tequila shot and impede my motor skills even more, you got 3 more games before I gotta throw in the towel. I don't know. I'm having fun playing UU ball. This reminds me of when I was younger. Used to play UU ball all the time. Back when like there were way more people playing Neopets, so like the games mattered a lot less. Like now UU ball, like you play like 15 games of UU ball and you're like rank 1 or 2 already. Before you had to like play like 30 games of UU ball in order to go up a rank. It was ridiculous. Like when I went All-Star and rank in Altador Cup 5, when I went rank All-Star, which is like rank 20, I believe. I played like almost 2,000 games of UU ball that summer. Oh my god. But now, you probably only have to play like maybe like 500 games or something like that of UU ball in order to get All-Star. So a lot nicer because, you know, people playing Neopets, we all got full-time jobs now. We ain't got the time to be playing 2,000 games of UU ball. We all grew up with Neopets, literally. Because Altador Cup 5 was 14 years ago. So fun. But yeah, I would just keep playing UU ball because I liked it the most out of all of the 4 games. I mean, I like Slushy Slinger, but oh! Oh! No! 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 They got a goal on me! Those sons of guns! Right at the a literal buzzer beater. Ah, that's a kick in the pants if I ever see one. Alright, I'll keep my promise. You know, I'll do it. We're taking the tequila shot. Let me get the lime. Kept in a special little container. Alright. Alright. Everybody here to witness this. This is insane. You know what? I totally forgot to tweet out the stream. I should do that. Hold on. Hold for me, please. Let me get a link. Copy that. For a 5,000. Come join. I have. Take a tequila shot. Let me add the thumbnail real quick. Alright, we did that. Alright. It's true, everybody. Haunted Woods got the best of me. And I now have to take a tequila shot. Come on. Alright. I'm out of frame trying to like lick my hands so it's not weird on stream. Alright. Oh, head's inserted. Okay, hold on. Sorry. I just got a thing that popped up saying I might have like an ad might have popped up for some people. So I want to give it a second. Make sure everybody's here. Alright. So since Haunted Woods, at the very last second, was able to get a goal on me, which I said would not happen, but if they did, I'd do a tequila shot. Because we're tailgating the Altador Cup right now. We're doing an Altador Cup tailgate. So, I'm already on my second drink. You know, halfway done with it. But they were able to get a goal on me. So, because of that, I gotta do a tequila shot. We got the salt, we got the tequila, we got the lime. Let's go, baby. Alright. was not pleasant. If there was better lighting in this room, my face is probably red as a fucking tomato. Ugh. Whew. Okay. Ugh. That was not pleasant, but it had to be done. You know, they're not allowed to get goals on your boy. They're not. So, had to do a punishment for that one. Oh my god. I apologize. I apologize, everybody. Okay. Now that that's over, we got 2 more games left. Let's see if they're able to get another one. That was the only lime I had. So if I have to do another tequila shot, there will be no lime. Woo boy. I'm gonna feel that tequila shot in about 5 minutes, maybe sooner. There you go. I'm sweating right now, freezing. There we go. Not the Durgan ball. Do not let the other team get that ball, or else I just know they will get it in that goal. Okay, that was too low. There. If it had gone straight, that would have been perfect. Oh, come on, get it. Perfect. You know. Perfect. Nice. Nice. We're big, we're fast, and we got the mutant Yu-Yu ball right in your gosh dang goal. Zoe Jr. Jr., get out of here, you little boy. I mean, you've been playing for the Altador Cup since Altador Cup 1, so how junior can you be? You're at least an adult now. Like, you're at least 19. If you're like 1 year old when you play in the first Altador Cup, dude's at least 20 right now. Dude, Zoe Jr. over here, you know, he's like, oh, I'm just a little guy. I'm just a junior little man. And meanwhile, at home, he's like, hey, babe. Oh my god. He's like, hey, babe, how are the kids? And she's like, they were good, honey. Oh, what? Game's already over? Hey, we got 7. I'll take it. Congrats on 5K. Just saw the Life with Derek video a few days ago, and my recommendation came across your channel. Thank you so much, Raven. I really appreciate it. That video's a fun video. I really like that one. I like to do those types of videos where I just kind of like talk about a certain episode of a show. I have a couple lined up that I'd like to do in the future for other like Disney Channel shows, maybe Nickelodeon shows, some Cartoon Network shows, yada yada yada, and other shows of the like. But I like doing that. Just it gives me it because when I do like a movie, you know, I have to like go over like 80 to 100 minutes of footage with the movie. Meanwhile, with the with just an episode of like a show from Disney Channel, it's like 20 minutes or so. So much more manageable to make a video about it for. But I mean, I haven't strayed away from doing movie reviews. You know, I did the Last Day of Summer, and I did Who's Driving Doug, the Ray William Johnson movie. So never say never when doing those types of videos. I just like right now when I'm trying to get a bit more of a catalog of videos out, uh, trying to expand my uploads. You know, doing those doing an episode, doing a video on just a certain episode of the show is good. Maybe that's why they don't have painted babies in the Altador Cup. I would want to see a baby materia baby just because. Isn't that just like an egg? Aren't baby Terias just like an egg? Yeah, that'd be funny. Mistake it for a UU ball. I think it was more digestible and fun having a deep dive on just one episode as opposed to a whole series or season. Yeah, I did a video on like the pilot of this show called The Hard Times of RJ Berger. Just because like that show like was crazy in my mind. And people in the there was a person in the comments who was like, "Hey, could you do like a deep dive on like the entire show? Like, I'd love to see that." And like, I don't hate the idea, but I'm like, that would take so long. Like, I'm not saying no. I'll never say never to that type of idea because I do think it'd be interesting to do, but I think right now people would only be able to stomach kind of just like there's only enough interest I feel for an RJ Berger video to just talk about like one episode like the pilot. But I think maybe eventually if I have the time I'd like to do a deep dive on that whole show because there's only 2 seasons. So all right, we did our 10 games of UU ball, you know, everybody. So I think we're going to move on to kind of the next thing I have on our itinerary. And that is, I want to rank all of the teams of the Altador Cup. In my mind, at least. Any of you are more than welcome to chime in, and I will take your opinions into account, but these are mostly going to be my opinions. Okay. So let me go to the teams on the Neopets website. So first up is Altador, right? The home team, as I said in my original video. Team Altador, the grand host of this glorious competition, bears the weight of extreme expectations on its shoulder. So, Altador Cup 16 was the very first time Altador ever won the Altador Cup. Weird because they're home team, right? Wild. And usually, they are not good. For my original video, I made a spreadsheet. It's true. I did. I made a spreadsheet of all the teams' placements in the Altador Cup. So right here is Altador. You can see, like, only twice they've gotten out of double digits. And the only 2 times they did that, they got second and first place. Wild, you know. And they finished last place 3 times. They've the one year, was this year 8 or 7? They got they tied for last place with Fairyland. So 3-time last place finishers Altador. However, Altador, if you watched my video, 3rd worst on average. It's true. If you watch my video, there's a part, if you watch my Altador Cup video from 2 years ago, there's a part where I do a training montage. It's like live action. It's a funny bit. If you have the closed captions on, because I went through and like completely did the closed captions for that video. It's one of the only videos I've done it for, just because I had the time for it at the time. The little team that I'm going up against during that live action skit, it's supposed to be Altador. because I just happened to have like a black colored Mincy plushie. I literally had a green Poogle plushie from McDonald's, and I had like a kind of it was one of the spot it was colored spotted, but it looked close enough to Levon. Um, I had a Geelert plushie, and then I used an elephant plushie that was like oh, what the hell is that character called? What is that character called? It'll come to me. But I used like an elephant plushie to be the goalkeeper guy, Saline. And then I used my dog, or my parents' dog, Cece, as Wimberto. So Altador has a special place in my heart. I used like when I was really young, before I joined Lost Desert, Altador was actually one of my teams that I joined. And also, um, the Poogles are my favorite Neopet, and Altador is the only team that has a Poogle on its team. So, because of that, I like Altador. I'd put them in B tier. They're definitely not the best, but I like the team. And also, if you don't know, Voltaggio, the team captain, oh, am I good? Am I online? Hello? I just froze. Can everybody see me still? Am I still online? Hold on. Let me check if I'm live still. Can everybody see me still? Oh gosh, it did. My thing crashed. Hold on. I'm still doing audio, but my camera stopped working. Hold on. How do I fix that? Okay. Weird. I pulled up a new one. Hi, I'm back. That was weird. Anyway, as I was saying, Voltaggio, he was a member of Shenku, but now he's the fucking captain of the team. Before, it was the Poogle. It was the Poogle, Trapper Remus. So, if you didn't know. So, Altador, I'll put in B tier. Oh, but double audio. Okay, let me fix that. Sorry about that. That was my bad. So, yeah. Anyway, as I was saying before stuff went wrong. Da, 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 da. Voltaggio was the captain. He used to be on Shinku. Got traded over. Now Shinku has Timu, who was on Altador before, but now is on Shinku. So they did a trade, and now Trapper Remus is no longer the captain. Voltaggio is the captain, and I'm going to put them in B tier because I have a love for them. Bright Veil is next. Bright Veil has never won an Altador Cup. They never won an Altador Cup, and they're never very memorable, you know. But there's a part of me, that roots for them because I always root for the underdogs, the people who have the teams that have never won one of the cups. But it's just like I'm not a fan of Ogrins or Skeeths, even though I do have a Skeeth. I like and like there the others, the Nemo, however you say it, the Kachik and the Grawl. I'm not huge fans of. None of them are my favorites. I don't get good vibes from Bright Veil, but I like them enough where I'd put them in B tier. No, no, not bad vibes, just not the best vibes. All right, Tacardia, the brand new team. Let me read about them real quick. At long last, Team Ducati is making their groundbreaking Altador Cup debut. After years of building up to the challenge, they're ready to rock the very foundations of the competition and take the Altador Cup by storm. Inexperienced though they may be, they've forged an unbreakable bond and have constructed countless plays that will help them get the job done. Victory is assured as long as they don't trip over any Krabby Bots, which I assume is a reference to the mobile game or whatever that Descartia is from. Um, so looking at the team, I like Tyra, the captain. I like Cogras, and I like Gielerts. So Raphael Rowdy Roo, like him. Also love that name. Great name. But I don't like these others. And also they're all the same color, which doesn't give them a lot to work with. Give it a little bit of a little bit more fun, you know. And they haven't been doing too well in the standings. I think one day they had like a decent turn. They had like a decent day, but some of the other days they didn't do so well. Oh, hey, I'm level 2. Look at that. Like yesterday, we went up against Descartia and we beat them. But the other days, let me look. Descartia, yeah. They went up against Mystery Island. They lost both UU Ball and Slushy Slinger, which are the two biggest games that mean the most in terms of points and whatnot. And then the first day they went up against Kiko Lake and they only won and Make Some Noise. So maybe I should probably do a little bit more Make Some Noise in order to shut. Oh yeah, they beat us and Make Some Noise. What? Crazy. So there's that. So I like Tyra and Raphael, but Camilla, Magnus, and Jarek the Rock, not huge fans of those. So I'd put Descartia right now in C tier. Oh, I miss Darrigan. Hold on. Descartia, Darrigan. Oh, I guess Descartia does go first in alphabetical order. All right, Darrigan, of course. Give it up for Darrigan Citadel, the powerhouses of the Altador Cup. The year that I made my video, Altador Cup 17 in 2022, they won that year. They ended up winning, which is a whole thing. Because that was a pretty, what you call it, like controversial thing that happened. People were like, what the fuck? Darrigan was at 6th place going into the finals of the Altador Cup, which if you don't know how it works is like there's like 3 tiers at the end of the Altador Cup in like the finals. So there'll be 6 teams in each, and Darrigan was 6 in the top tier, and they ended up winning. Like, Meridel and Morocco had been doing so good that year, and then they just get shut out at the very end. And we think there's a little bit of tomfoolery going on, but I'm just saying. It didn't look great on Neopets' end. But obviously, we gotta give a shout out to Tandrick Shea. Everybody seems to love Tandrick. He's a heartthrob. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Which I think is hilarious. And everybody else. I think it's funny that they have one female on the team, one lady player, and it's this Buzz. you know? Like, I want to try and see if I can real quick get a bigger picture of Kep real quick. pull that over, like a full picture of Kep. Because looking at her, I'm like, are you joking me? Are you fibbing? Okay, so here's a whole picture. Open image in new tab. So this is the whole team, how they look, right? Like, I mean, I guess she's got an hourglass figure. You know, the thorax. uh, yeah, she a baddie. Kept the baddie. Look at that waist. Pencil thin. And look at Tandrick over here. Heart throb. Woo! Lift up your shirt. Show them abs for the girlies, Tandrick. Show them for me, you know? What was funny in my original video is that my original Altador Cup video is that there's this bit about Tandrick giving a wink to the reporter. But I hadn't seen the team in so long that I didn't know their names. So, and the only picture that was showing for any member that was on Darrigan was a picture of Leighton, the hissy over here. The team captain. So I thought they were talking about Leighton when they were like, "Oh, he gave a wink to the reporter, and the reporter blushed." So I thought that was funny. I said that in my original stream, but for those of you who may not have watched that stream, I'm telling you now. So then I fixed it in editing. I was able to save that bit in editing. All right. So anyway, Darrigan. I mean, you gotta put Darrigan high. Like I personally have a bone to pick with them because they're so goddamn good most of the time. They're a powerhouse. It's all hands on deck whenever you're going up against Darrigan. So I would put them in A tier. You know, I ain't putting them in S tier because I got issues with them. So, where am I going? Sorry, that tequila shot may have gotten up to me a little bit. So yeah, Darrigan A tier. We gotta give it up for Darrigan. Fairyland. Also, I think what makes all players being one color work for DC and not for Descardia is that the Darrigan color makes the pets look different enough, while Descardia's striped color looks a bit plain. It's true. I totally agree with you, Kiwi. Like Darrigan's over here, they got all these different spikes and whatnot. They look cool as hell. Meanwhile, Descardia, like, I don't get it. Like, I don't like that they're all like the same color, like they're all the same shade of blue. Meanwhile, Darrigan, like Tandrick is red. Most of these people have like purple or pinks and whatnot, and a little bit of red, so it's enough to differentiate everybody, which I really like. So I totally agree with you. Anyway, Fairyland sucks. We all know it. It's a freebie whenever you go up against Fairyland. I don't know why Fairyland does so terribly. You know, I think they're a cute bunch of players. We only got, of course, the only male on the team is the captain. A little sexist, if you ask me. Kakoni. Don't let last year's Altador Cup fool you. They may have come in last, but they aren't bad. They're going to be soaring higher than ever. I don't think so. Let's look at the standings. Fairyland yesterday swept by Croc Island. The day before that swept by Meridell. The day before that, they won Make Some Noise. They got that going for them. I mean, we gotta put we gotta put Fairyland in F tier. F for fairy, you know? Fairyland sucks. I'm not putting them in Shadow Realm. I don't think any of these teams deserve to be in Shadow Realm. But yeah. Fairyland, I feel bad for you. Haunted Woods. Our opponents today. Look at them all. They're all Halloween colored. But they look so goddamn cool. Well, I think technically Brains, I think there's technically a zombie color. A zombie paint. But yeah, you know. We got Kraid, who's a Wraith, also. And then we got Fanetti, the goalkeeper. Nice little vampire Mirka. I love that. And then Krell, this huge, like, werewolf-looking guy. And then we got a bat. It's just, they all fit so well. It would just be so much better if when you go up against the team in UU Ball, as I've said, if Kraid was there. Instead, they have their old teammate. Techo, Haunted Woods. Instead, they have their old teammate. What is his name? Dirks Wan. Instead, they got their old teammate playing for them still. Where's he? He's not on the team. He's dead, for all I care. He's a mummy. Put him back in his fucking coffin, his casket, his pharaoh. Put him back in his tomb, for all I care. Haunted, but the other thing, Haunted Woods is like okay, pretty middle of the board. The average is 11th place, about between 11 and 12. So they're not great. They also are the only, well, I guess Multer. They're one of the only teams that have gotten last place twice in a row. Right after they got first place in 2014. What the heck, you guys? They haven't done great since. They haven't gotten above the teens. Not even 12. Not even out of the teens for Haunted Woods. So, just for that, they're not great. I'd give Haunted Woods, like, they're a cool-looking team, but they're not great. So, I want to put them in B tier, but I think I'll put them in a high C tier. Kiko Lake. Ugh. I do not like Kikos as a Neopet. I think they're ugly. And to have a whole entire team named after them. Ew. You know? Ew. Luckily, they got rid of one a few years back in when I made my video. They brought in this new team member, Lily Lever. You know? Who's just a Fluttershy knockoff, as I said in my video. And Kiko Lake is also the team that has won the most. For some reason, they've gotten first place 3 times. Right here in the middle. Like, what? And the year that I played for my video, they got last place. Rightfully deserved. You know? I don't like Kiko Lake. How are they doing right now? Kiko Lake almost swept Decardia first day. They won UU Ball and Showdown the day after. And then they won UU Ball against Darrigan yesterday. Who are they up against today? They're up against Tyrania. Tyrania has been doing pretty good. So, the team everyone loves to hate because of donations. That's right, Kiwi. Fuck, I forgot about that. There's this whole entire thing where it's like a random special event will pop up, and it's just like, you donate this thing to Kiko Lake, and it's like the most expensive thing you have in your inventory or whatever. And you're like, fuck you, Kiko Lake. Remember that one year where you guys weren't able to come to the Altador Cup because there was a fucking avalanche? I wish the avalanche fell on top of all of you so you all died. So Kiko Lake, you know what? I'll put Kiko Lake in Shadow Realm. I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. I'll do it. Kiko Lake deserves to be in Shadow Realm. I convinced myself. All right, Croc Island. Love Croc Island. Croc Island was one of the teams that my sister used to play. One of the other ones was Shinku. But, you know, Croc Island just has a good vibe. Who doesn't love pirates? They're so cool. One thing I will say, it's called Croc Island. There's no Crocs on the team. There used to be Dasher Soli. Love him. He had to retire. He was getting old. I understand. He could be dead by now for all I know. I hope not. I hope he's still kicking. They should do a little thing where he comes back in the Void Within plot. Show the Altador Cup team members from days past. But now we got Garvin. Garvin Hale is the team captain. And I love Boris. He may be the goalkeeper, so so you wouldn't get to play him as much when you're playing the game. But he's cool. Look at him. He's a cool guy. I like Dingsy. Coco. I talked about this in my video where Coco Matrone, he's boring as heck. Like, here he is with all these pirate looking people, and he's just a random spotted Ogren. Or she. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I didn't see that. I apologize. I like Nitri, the Mohawk, and then I will say I don't like Grundos. One of my least favorite Neopets, and we got a Grundo on the team. Not a fan. But I like Croc Island's vibe. I put them in A tier, above Darrigan. If Lost Desert wasn't a team, one of the teams that I would have chosen probably. Kreliador, as I said in my video, they're one of the best teams. They're doing pretty good right now as well. And they do have a Grundo on the team, so. But I like Motor Dahi as a character. So yeah, I like Kreliador. They're on track to maybe win. I think they won second place. I think they got second place last year again. So Kreliador is another A tier team, probably in the middle. Lost Desert S tier. What do I have to say that I haven't said before? I mean, I will say this: there is a Kiko on the team, and I hate Kikos. But all the other ones, they're pretty cool. We got Lyra, camouflage colored, cool. That's awesome. We got Vaughn, we got Derby, we got Luvia. They're all pretty cool. The only thing bringing us down is that we've had a Kiko on our team. And before her, we had another Kiko on the team with Lamel Tarot. But I love the colors. I love their outfits. I think they look really cool. And they're not terrible. Lost Desert, where are they? Yeah, like their average is about 8th place. Pretty decent. One of the better teams in the Altador Cup, I would say. Because like Kreliador is number 1 average wise, and then it's Croc Island, and that's Kreliador. They do have the only cow. That's true. We do have our only cow. The only cow on the team with Lyra, which is cool. I'm not huge on cows, but it's always cool to have a team. One of our team members is one of the only Neopets in any of the other, any of the other teams. So yeah, Lost Desert S tier. That's obviously personal opinion. They're my team. But they're S tier. What am I gonna say? What's next? Morocco? Okay. Morocco. Infamous from my video. We went up against Morocco in that video. They have Lamille, our old team member from Lost Desert on here. We sent him over there, and then we got Ree. And the character of Elon the Black Hole Helix. First off, Elon, terrible name. The Black Hole, cool name. But Elon, gross. Morocco, they've never won. They've never won one. They never won an Altador Cup, but they should. They should. You know, sad for them. But I like all their members. I like all their members. I like the Koi. I like Barrett Jows, and I like O10. You know, and Elon is just a funny character because if you don't know, Elon is like a party animal. That's how they kind of classified him. He's like headstrong. I think they get second place last year. Morocco. No, they got third. They got third place last year. Um, so Elon was. They did this little write up where Elon was like all like, what the heck, you guys? We are going to practice ourselves into the ground so that way next year we win. And then there was this whole thing where Barrett like talked some shit to Elon, and then a giant squid showed up and it brought the team together because they had to take down the squid. So I like Morocco. I think they're an A tier team, probably behind Croc Island. I like them. I'm rooting for them. I don't know if they're doing well this year, though. Morocco, okay, only lost Slushy Slinger against Rue Island. Completely swept Virtua Pets, but then they lost UU Ball against Meridell. Okay, so they're doing, like, decent right now. I think I can... Oh, they're not in here. Okay. Well, I'm rooting for them, you know? Meridell. Meridell is another team that has not won the Altador Cup. I pointed this out in my video, and I've since pointed out, even on, like, the official Twitter for Neopets, Wizards' teeth are fucked up. It's like a weird PNG where it's supposed to be white, obviously, but this PNG that they've just never, like, gone back and fixed, like, you could see, like, the gray of the background through his teeth because it's a PNG and it's great and it's transparent. So I'm like, that always rubs me the wrong way. They also have two Ixies on their team. Not a fan of Ixies, but they do have a Jub on their team, and I love Jubs. I think somebody mentioned Jubs earlier. Welcome back, Token, by the way. Sorry I didn't say that earlier. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. And I think yours cute. I think he's a little cutie. Hark! With burning determination and legacy to uphold, Team Meridell charges onto the field. These noble Neopets may have a heated history with Brightvale, but the true passion lies in bringing glory to their kingdom. Victory is indeed sweet, but for these noble Neopets, honor reigns supreme. Their fair plays may not always guarantee wins, but they do garner the respect and admiration of their rivals. I think what's interesting, when I talked about the Void Within plot earlier, is that Meridell is all grayed out right now. None of their UU Ball team is, though. Huh. Interesting. So, they got a little bit of plot armor. And I think something's going to happen coinciding with the plot, the Void Within, and the Altador Cup. But I don't know. I think some of these team members have to go gray. They have to. Ethel's already there. She's old. She's like elderly colored or something. But I mean, just paint her even more gray. All right, Meridell. Meridell, I'd put in B tier probably, right next to Brightvale. I'd put them above them because I do like Yoris as a goalkeeper. That's funny. This this little guy, you know, he just you can barely see him. Let me pull up a better picture of him. Uh, yeah, this little guy with his little sling on his foot with no hands. So funny. Okay. Okay, back to it. We got Molterra. If you don't know, which I'm sure most of you do, Molterra sucks. They joined an Altador Cup 5 and they just never got good. The highest they've ever gotten is third place, still to this day. They got up to sixth place last year, though. Interesting. But they're not doing great. But their team members are cool looking. I mean, Aldrich, what a hottie. Pun intended. Tula Kistner, she's looking fly too. I don't like Veer. I think she's a little boring. But like Zaxxon, Harless, they're pretty cool. And I believe Harless was a trade. I think. I'm not quite remember. But yeah, Molterra. Love the logo too. A nice mountain type of thing with a nice volcano, I should say, with the cog in the middle. So they're cool. They're just not the best. I think they're the worst performing team. They are. They're the worst performing team. As you can see, their average is right here. But I like them enough. There's a little part of me that roots for them. Fairyland, they've been in it longer, so at this point, I just never root for them. Molterra, there's a part of me that's like, you know, they just haven't found their team members. So I'd put them in D tier. Okay. Mystery Island. Mystery Island. I liked Mystery Island. I think like one year, as I said, I joined Altador when I first joined before I joined Lost Desert. Another year, I joined Mystery Island. I think the very first time I ever did the Altador Cup, I was on Mystery Island. Um, Volgoth, I think, is a funny. Volgoth, I think, is a funny character. Yeah, Molterra and Tyrania did a goalie trade. Okay, that's what I thought. Worst team, but I just gotta join their team. I agree. Give them. They need any help they need, Kiwi. They'll take any help you can give. We got Volgoth. He's a funny character, big boy, gentle giant type character. We got Lore, Tula. I said Tula in my video. Selmon and Vela. I think it's so funny looking at Selmon compared to all these other characters because you can see that Selmon definitely had a different artist. But yeah. And if you didn't see my last stream from 2.5 weeks ago, there was this whole subplot where Darrigan Citadel's team went to Mystery Island, and they were like scrimmaging with Darrigan, and it was cute. And there was another part where they said team members of Mystery Island wanted to take long walks on the beach with Tandrick, and like maybe Tandrick is playing for both sides, playing for all sides. But I would assume that would mean Tule would want to try and walk down the beach with him. But who knows? Maybe Vela and Lore, maybe even Volgoth or Salmon wanted to take some beach walks with our boy, our boy Tantric. But yeah, I like Mystery Island, but they're not the best. Let me see what their average is. Yeah, it's like 10. They get 10th place on average, and they haven't done the best. They've only won once, and they only gotten to the podium for second place one other time. So it's kind of a rough go if you're on if you're playing for Mystery Island. And right now, Mystery Island, they completely got swept by Shenku yesterday. They won Yu Ball and Slushy Slinger against Decardia, but like Decardia is kind of a pushover team a little bit. And then they did decently against Haunted Woods. So they're not doing terrible, but they're not doing the best. So I would probably put Mystery Island in C tier, probably right smack in the middle. Rue Island, where's Rue Island? Rue Island, they, unlike Croc Island, they actually have their namesake Neopet on the team with Lilo Blumario. What a name. And the rest of the team members, they never really stood out to me. Jer or Jar, however you want to say it. Jer Toilette. She used to be on Morocco. She's a Moroccan Erie. I think it's funny that she's there because I think there was like a thing where she didn't like being on the team, so she's like, I'm gonna go to fucking Rue Island. They seem like fun. And Rue Island used to be pretty good back in the old days of the Altador Cup. I don't know how they're doing now off the top of my head. Okay, last year they got fourth, which isn't terrible. So they're on their way up. How they're doing right now? Okay, first day they got completely swept. Looks like yesterday, the day after, was their bye day. And then they only won Make Some Noise against, or not Make Some Noise, Slushy Slinger against Morocco. Who are they up against today? They're up against Decardia. Okay. Maybe they'll get some wins there. So yeah, Rue Island, they never really stood out to me as of late. I like their look. I like their costumes or their outfits. Their not outfits. Their gear. What's the term? I don't know. Their jerseys. You know what I'm talking about. I like that they have like the little court gesture, little bells and things on it. But other than that, none of the team members really. I'm like, oh, I love Squeaky. Squeaky, I love him. Wasn't Squeaky on like Bright Veil or something? Anyway. Anyway, Rue Island, I feel C tier on. A lower C tier probably. Probably more than Decardia, honestly. Kits. Yeah. But there's something else. Uniform. Their uniforms. That's the term I was looking for. Anyway, Shenku down to the final four. Shenku I like. They used to be, as I said in my video, they were like the new kids on the block, so everybody wanted to join them originally because they joined in year 2. So everybody was like, oh, well, my team did bad, so I'm going to join the newer team. So they did pretty well the first 2 years that they were in the Altador Cup, but ever since then they haven't been doing great. Shenku, I mean, last year and the year before they did decently, 7th and 5th place, but they haven't gotten on the podium again since Altador Cup 4. So, but also, Mirsha, their team captain, is canonically gay. So love that. Love a gay icon. They got Xana, Timu from Altador, Untola with the bolt with the coconut head, you know, and they got a Grundo on the team, which I'm not a huge fan of. I don't like Grundos, but I do like loops. I think the Lutari, I is that the is Xana the only Lutari in the entire Altador Cup? Let me look because I got team members. Da, 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 da. Are they the only Lutari? Where's the other? Oh, yeah, they're the only Lutari. There we go. So yeah, in Shenku, I have a bright spot for because um because my sister used to play for them. So, you know, real quick, gonna put Shenku. I feel like a higher B tier. You know, I like them, but they may not be for everybody. Um, Terra Mountain. We got Terra Mountain out here. I like Terra Mountain. I like their colors. They also have a Borea on the team. You know, I love Boreas. Boreas are like my second favorite Neopet behind Poogles. They do have a Chia, which I'm not a fan of. The Scorchio is cool. He's from Tyrania before. And I like Prytarial. I think she's cool. So, I think Terra Mountain I always had kind of a like for, so I'd put them in B tier. They're not the best team, but they did win once. How have they been doing recently? Terra Mountain, Terra Mountain, Terra Mountain, Terra Mountain. Looks like yesterday was their bye day. And then the day before, they won Slushy Slinger only, and then they got completely swept by Tyrania. Okay, well, who are they up against today? They're against Mystery Island. Okay, so like a decent team. And then Tyrania. I never really liked Tyrania. I don't like their outfits, but I think they're cool enough where it's like, okay, well, you know. They got the only Croc on the team, should be on Croc Island. They got the only Chombi on the team, cool. And then they got two Mohogs on the team. I think Morgalag used to be on, was the one on Milterra because they did like a swap, as Kiwi said. But like I like Moore and Scrap and Willa and Spikes, but I think Laresh could be cooler looking, in my opinion. Or Lorsh, however you want to say it. Probably some of these names are so weird. I'll say it. So Tyrania, you know, they've done pretty well for themselves. There's a fan base for them. You know, they've won twice. They've won the Altador Cup twice. And we've gotten completely swept by them, Lost Desert this year. So, you know, I'll put them at the bottom of B tier. And before we go on, I'm gonna put Croc Island up into S tier because S tier's looking a little lonely. And last but not least, Virtua Pets. You know, Virtua Pets, they won. They won recently. Was it the year before? Was it last year? Yeah. So the year that I played for my video, no, no. The year before for my video, they got last place, and then the year after that they got second, and then last year they won. So, but I've never really loved Virtua Pets. You know, I like the robots; they're kind of cool, but I don't know. You know, I don't know. None of the the only one that I really like out of them is Sella Praetor, the ex we talk. I think she's cool looking. We got Weldar Zupenfarb. What the hell are these names? Neopets. Like Weldar Zupenfarb. What the hell? XL Striker 3.8 and Goltron MK Mark 1. I think those are creative names. But then you got Weldon Zupenfarb? What the hell? Like, he's big? Okay. Whatever. Let's beam it up for the reigning champions. I don't care. I'd put them I put them in either D or F. I'll put them in D because they're not terrible. They do win. But I don't know. I'm not huge fans of Virtua Pets. Why is Kiko Lake in the Shadow Realm? I don't like Kiko's as a Neopet. That's why, Token. I'm not a huge Kiko Lake fan. And also, there's this whole thing where Kiko Lake, there's a random event that pops up on Neopets that sometimes they will say you donated something to the Kiko Lake Fund, to the Kiko Lake Altador Cup team, and so people will lose some of their best stuff that they have in their that they just happen to have been keeping in their inventory because of it. It's ridiculous. So yeah, that's my official tier list of the Altador Cup teams. You can take that to the bank. Yeah. All right. All right, so that's that pretty much. So I think to kind of continue this on for the next little bit, um, I'm up to either I have my old video here, and I would love to do a director's commentary for it, kind of go through kind of the ins and outs, what I remember from editing it and whatnot, and kind of tell you guys what I was thinking while editing it or while making it. Or we could jump over to Neopets the Darkest Fairy and play that for a little bit. I kind of feel like Altador, rewatching my video, and then we could do Altador Cup or we can do Neopets the Darkest Fairy another time. But yeah. So that's what I'm kind of feeling. So together, we're going to rewatch my video. Kind of just a highlight reel, get us back into the feeling of the Altador Cup, and also kind of just for me, I love this video. This is one of my favorite videos I ever made. I think it's the first 8 minutes of it are so rewatchable. I packed it full of just it really comes through how much I loved the Altador Cup. That I think those first 8 minutes, you're like, wow, this guy was into it. And people who have played the Altador Cup in the past are like, this is the type of stuff that I really appreciate that this guy went all out for this video. And I did. Real quick, I gotta text somebody real quick. So just give me a sec. I'm currently home alone. My fiance is out of town right now because she is wedding dress shopping. And she texted me a while ago saying that she found a dress, everybody. She found a dress. We did it, everybody. The wedding's on. So she's wedding dress shopping, and her fiance is playing Neopets at home and getting drunk. But we're having fun. So I just wanted to congratulate her. I saw that text a little while ago, and I was like, oh fuck, I gotta respond. Not leave her hanging. Okay. Yay, thank you. All right, so let's rewatch this video. I'll stop at points where I'm like, oh, I want to tell you a little bit about this bit. Hi there, I'm Alec. And guys, for today's video, I just want to hear you make some noise. It's that time of the year. It's almost summer here in the United States, so it's time to stay inside and play a glorified Flash game for hours on end. Play a glorified Flash game. I always kind of beat myself up for that little Freudian slip there. I mixed Flash and glorified together and got glorified. Like in the moment, I didn't have a better take, so I had to take that one. Let me know if the audio is good. By the way, I think it should be fine. But yeah. I'm, of course, talking about the internet's biggest sporting event of all time, Neopets.com's Altador Cup. It's where the best of the best from all across Neopia come together to lay it all out on the field. Well, it was funny just a second ago. Let me go back. Best from all. What was funny while making this video is that this was like deep in the throes, like just before Neopets went independent, and they kind of brought back a lot of like the Flash features. So I think like this, like at the time of making my video, the Neopets like map was not available at the time because it was being used by Flash. So the only way to navigate around the website was by like clicking the worlds by like the thing in here. Let me show you what I mean. You go to explore and you like go down here and click on them in order to go to the world. Sorry, my fiance texted me. Want to text back? So that was kind of like a fun kind of barrier to try and figure out. As they throw UUs into each other's goals, and they sling slushies at each other's faces, as their fans make some noise in the stands, and they make shootout showdowns for an entire month. Oh yeah, the Altador. I think I wrote that part. For all of you, most of my early videos, are completely unscripted. I'll have like an outline of what I want to hit in each video. So like while I was making the video, I would have the outline ready so I could like look at it as I'm making the video, but everything else was kind of improvised. All my lines were improvised, but I'm pretty sure that bit where I'm like a shootout showdown, like as they make some noise in the stands and they have shootout showdowns for an entire month, I'm pretty sure that bit was written. Our cup is back, baby. And so am I. Because I think the gloves are coming back on. And I'm coming out of retirement. Coach, put me back in. Because this year, I mean business. So anyway, yeah, the Altador Cup is one of Neopets.com's biggest events that they hold yearly, and it surprisingly actually has a very rich history. Classic music being used that I practically use in all of my videos. Who have memories of the Altador Cup, or for those of you who are just coming to this video just to watch a 20-something guy talk about a niche topic from his childhood. I get it. I watch those videos all the time as well. So in order to tell that story, I thought that bit was funny because we're gonna have to go back to before the beginning, before Altador was ever found on Neopets.com. It goes gray. It's real intense. We're gonna have to go all the way back to 2005. So it's June of 2005. I'm 8 years old and on summer vacation. I tried to find a picture of myself when I was 8 years old. I used to have this ongoing bit, or like at least in my head, that in every single video I would put an old picture of myself from my childhood in each video. But for some reason, I just could not find like a picture where I'm just like I was like where I could definitively say, yeah, I was 8 years old in this picture. So I just did this bit where I put a picture of myself on uh where I put a picture of myself on a body and said I was 8 years old on it. Star Wars Episode 3 is in theaters, Gwen Stefani's Hollow Batgirl is playing on all the radios, and Neopets just got bought by Viacom. Okay, hold on. I want to make sure that people see the little... Oh. Everything good? Bought by Viacom. Pleasure doing business with you, Adam Powell, creator of Neopets. And then it's just got Adam Powell says, please don't turn my website into an ad-loaded mess. A.K. Nickelodeon. And then Nickelodeon pops up, throws him another bag of money, and says, did you say something? Dollars. Funny bit. I'm proud of it. God damn. Why, I hear you ask? Well, pretty simple. It's because it was one of the biggest websites used by kids on the internet. To put I sure as hell used it all the time. To put it in perspective, Neopets.com hit over 1 trillion page views in 2011. In 2011. And they've only gotten like another 100 billion since. Like, it's crazy. God damn. The appeal of... That was the exact same bit that I from just like 20 seconds earlier in the video where I said God damn. I wanted to try and see if I could fit in another bit later on in the video where I use that same clip and say God damn, but there was never another good opportunity to use it. Neopets.com was very quickly apparent. Like, the ability to own... one of the things was, like, I was always kind of trying to, like, hide who, like, my account on this, I was trying to hide my account name when I use like footage of my account because I was like, oh, I don't want people to know what my account is. But it was kind of impossible to do because you could just look at my Neopets and you could look up the Neopet on there and be like, oh, this is a Neopet is owned by so-and-so. Your own virtual pets that you could play virtual. I tried my best, but couldn't do it. Will give you what felt like actual money. So since this was in like the middle of not being able to use Flash, there was like this one internet browser that had access to Flash. I don't remember the name of it, but so I was able to get a couple of Flash integrated stuff for this video by using that website or using that internet browser. But then like not that long after I put up my video, that it crashed for some reason on that internet browser. Like you couldn't use it anymore. So I was like, well, thank God I got the video done when I did. Money that you can then turn into things that you can use on your Neopet. It was a genius idea from the get-go. And Viacom saw what Neopets was doing and just said to themselves, oh yeah, time to monetize this shit. But before looking back on it, I don't know why I went on that huge tangent about Viacom because it's not that like useful in terms of like the lore of the Altador Cup, but I felt like I kind of needed to give it when talking about Neopets as a whole. So for all that, the Neopets team were actually ramping up to release their first console video game, which surprisingly was going to have huge ramifications for the lore of Neopets and Neopia itself. So oddly enough, this fabled land of Altador that I've been leading you up to this entire time didn't get its start on the Neopets website. Instead, saw its first appearance in the console video game Neopets of the Darkest Fairy, released November 16th. I remember when editing this part, when I was like released in November, whatever, 2005, I wanted to try and have like a graphic come up that showed the date because I usually do that in some of my other videos, but I just could not find a good graphic. Like even like the text, like even just normal text coming up on the screen saying released November 17th or whatever the fuck. It just didn't look good, so I just didn't put it in. but I tried for a long time to make it look good, and I just ended up cutting it. Okay, I'm really sorry, guys, but I do have to use the little boy's room, so I will be right back. Apologies. My fiance wanted to talk a little bit longer, so I was texting her a little bit about what was going on. Anyway, back to the video. 2005 for the PlayStation 2. Side note, I would love to one day make an entire video about this video game because it is so weird and janky, so maybe I'll make it is. I'd love to one day make a video about it. But in the meantime, here's a quick rundown of what's relevant to us for this video. In the game, you play as Tor the Loop and Roberta the Akara. Tor is a shout out to Snapcube, of course, for the footage that I use in this video. Roberta's a witch, she uses magic, he uses a sword, and you're able to switch between the two. Classic gameplay. And after both of their stories intertwine with each other, the two of them come together to take down the titular Darkest Fairy, who is plotting to try. One of the things that, about the Neopets game, about the Darkest Fairy, that I love, or at least how it is in my mind, is that I always associate it with Christmas because I got it around Christmas time. As I said in the video, it came out in November of that year. So I always kind of associate with Christmas because me and my sister, we were playing it around Christmas time that year. And there was this one time where we were playing a part in Altador in the first part of the game where my mom called us up and was like, "Hey, you need to." We were down in the basement, and she called down to us, and she was like, "Hey guys, stop playing that game. We're gonna put up the Christmas tree." So I was kind of associated with a nice time from my childhood. Try and take over all of Neopia. And when they face the Darkest Fairy in the game's climax, they unfortunately are easily taken down by her, and instead are transported from the lovely city in the clouds fairyland to a long-lost world that they come to learn is called Altador. And there in Altador, Tor and Roberta find out that some of the characters that they've met, and some of these bits I did actually film myself. I used to have an old thing that I used to record video games with, video game footage with. So I looked at where I was and some of my save files and my old save files on my PS2, and I was able to get some footage of a little bit of parts. So I used it in some bits. So this part right here, I actually recorded myself. That they've met and grown to know throughout their journeys are actually some of the 12 original heroes
because
this is the very end of the game,
1,000 years ago. Now, just to let you know how 8-year-old Alec reacted to all this, I was freaking the fuck out. What is going on? Altador, the fuck is that? That's not on Neopets.com. What the fuck is happening? And that's
alright. So, full disclosure, I did not get to the Altador part of the video game until after Altador was on the website. It was probably a year or two afterwards, but I felt just a little fibbing, just a little fib, would have a bigger impact in the video. If little 8-year-old Alec actually did find out about Altador before Altador was on the website. In all honesty, it was after the video after Altador was on the website that I actually got to that part of the game, because there's this one part in that video game that my sister and we got stuck at. It's where you're going up against this I think it's technically a hissy boss in the bog area. If any of you have played that game, you know that boss fight. She and I could not get past that boss. So it wasn't until a few years later that I finally beat that boss, and I was able to finish part 3, and I found out that there was a fucking 4th part that happened in Altador. You should have seen me when I got to that part. I ran up to my sister, who was doing homework, and I was like, "Sis, there's another part. You get to go to Altador." And she's like, okay, because at that point she's older and like wiser and doesn't care about Neopets. But she's like, okay, cool. But I was like, I was freaking out.
So the
So that's my secret. That's my secret. And I'm glad I finally got to tell you all.
Neopets team decided to introduce the land of Altador to their fan base. Not through their website that was getting hella page views every single day. They decided to put it on a video game that probably didn't do the best numbers. But hey, I played it, so the reveal worked great on me. So then in March of 2006, about 4.5...
It still worked great on me. Like, even though I did fib. Like, even though I am lying here, it did work on me. I was like, oh my god.
Half months after Neopets' Darkest Fairy came out, players on Neopets.com found a strange portal on a tower in Fairyland. And when the players clicked on the portal, they were transported to the long-lost city of Altador, now on the Neopets website.
I remember this time when there was that portal on the tower. Oh man, what a time to be alive. Finding out there is this whole other town, I loved it.
And Neopets players learned that Altador was actually there all along. It was just located on the other side of the planet. What the fuck? Neopia isn't flat? Take that, all you flat Neopians.
I was so proud of that joke when filming that. I was like, how the hell am I going to like show a flat Neopia? And I just so happened to find this picture on Jelly Neo, and I was like, good enough. You know, it's all flat here in this picture. I was proud of that joke.
A few weeks later, after Altador's reveal, a so-called mini-plot was accessible to players, and this mini-plot was reminiscent of some of the other big storylines that Neopets has told in its...
For those of you who don't know, Sophia, I think is her name, that Ixie witch that's in the bog, she shows up in Neopets the Darkest Fairy, if you haven't played that game.
History. But this one was a little bit different in that it was still accessible for years after it ended, unlike those other storylines which were cemented to a certain period of time in Neopets. Through this mini-plot, players got to learn the history of Altador, as well as get to learn...
I love this part where the music is just so jazzy, it's so upbeat. Like, just like listen to it.
It ended, unlike those other storylines which were cemented to a certain period of time in Neopets. Through this mini-plot, players got to learn the history of Altador, as well as get to learn more about the 12 heroes that helped create Altador. It was a lot more lore than what the PS2 game was able to do, I'll tell you that much. The rollout of this mini-plot eventually culminated in the first Altador Cup, which started just a few days after the plot ended in June of 2006. The first Altador Cup kind of coincided with the real-life 2006 FIFA World Cup. So
I think this is true. I remember this being a thing where it was like, oh, the FIFA World Cup. Now there's going to be an Altador Cup. Which is funny now because like right now as the Altador Cup is going on, the Olympics is happening. So I think they kind of like, I don't know if they waited to do the Altador Cup this year until the Olympics were happening, but I feel like there's a little bit of a correlation.
So to kind of emulate the FIFA World Cup, the Altador Cup brought together all the lands of Neopia together in order to participate in a grand sporting event to see who would come out on top. That is, of course, excluding Shenku and Moltara, which during the first Altador Cup weren't created yet.
I think that part's funny because like if you have no idea what the Altador Cup is, you're just happening to watch this video about it. All of a sudden, this guy's talking about Shenku and Moltar, and you're like, who the fuck is that? What are those? What are those? You know? Dizzy Izzy. Ever watch Class of 3000? Yeah, of course I did. I remember, I don't know if it was last year or a year or two ago, I got really into, like, the music of Class of 3000. I was like, damn. This shit is awesome. Like, the song that's at the end of the pilot, the funk, what you heard, what you got, that song, I listened to that on repeat for a week. It was my guilty pleasure song for a while. I was like, damn, this song is awesome.
Now, I will admit, I didn't really get into the Altador Cup when it first started. The year that I really got into the Altador Cup was in 2010 during the 5th Altador Cup.
There just so happened to be that graphic that was on Jelly Neo. I was like, oh, thank God.
I was so obsessed with it, I even got all-star rank for my team. Why did I do it, you ask? I don't know. I was 13. Not a lot was going on for me during that summer, alright?
Yeah, nothing was happening for me that year. It was 2010, I believe. So it was the summer before 8th grade, I believe, for me. So so I don't know. Middle school, like 7th and 8th grade for me, sucked. All my friends went to a different middle school. So, all I had to like make completely new friends, and they weren't great friends. Like they weren't friends. I wasn't good enough friends with them where I got to hang out with them all the time. So I just stayed at home and played the All-Star Cup for a month during that summer, but of summer vacation. Uh, yeah, I laugh at it now, which I can.
I mean, as you can tell from my shelf, I was pretty obsessed with Neopets.
All of those are real. I have gotten all of those from McDonald's or Burger King or whatever. And then right here, this guy that I have like two big full like plushies that are like actually from Neopets. Like you had to go to fucking Hot Topic or whatever in order to get these Neopets. I think the Bruce right there, which I have right here, I think I got him from Target. I think he was like a Key Quest type of character, so I got to play Key Quest with him. But yeah, but anyway, this big boy Flippy or big boy Poogle, I named him Flippy, and now I have and I loved Poogles because of him. Poogles are my favorite Neopet, and I because Poogles are like a rare limited Neopet, I never had one for so long until I like set it on the Neo boards. I'm like, I want a Poogle, and they're just like, I'll give you one. I'm like, what? And somebody gave me a Poogle. I used to have a checkered Poogle plushie that was like from McDonald's, but I don't know where he is anymore. Checkers, if you're out there, where are you? But Flippy's still around. Yet his eye is kind of fucked up. One of my dogs bit him, chewed on him a little bit. I was born in 2010. Oh, Token. You poor thing. But cool. While you were getting born, I was making goals in the Altador Cup. But yeah, his name was Flippy, and now I have a Poogle of my own on my account that I've been using that I use for this video called Flippy Flipanowitz. That's his full name, Flippy Flipanowitz.
It's back in the day. Now you may be wondering, Alec, what was your team? Well, everybody, I'm here to say that
Another thing that was kind of funny is like right here.
I mean, as you got 2010 during the year that I really
is like this soundbite of music I only use for this very small section.
Altador Cup.
It's like 15 seconds long, maybe.
I even got all-star rank for my team. Why did I do it, you ask? I don't know. I was 13.
And then I go to like a different
during that summer,
music track.
I mean, as you can tell from my shelf, I was pretty obsessed with Neopets back in the day. Now you may be wondering, Alec, what was your team?
Like
well,
this fucking
everybody, I'm
drum
here to
beat
say
thing.
that I was a proud Lost Desert supporter. Oh yeah, baby. A sandstorm's coming for you, and it's rough and
I did not know that they made this bit in the bit that I'm going to do later on for Lost Desert, so that's funny.
Irritating and get
so I had to do this bit twice.
Like us. Look, everyone, do you want to see how obsessed I was with the Altador Cup? I made pins for
those are buttons, dumbass. These are real. They were when I went to like the art fair in my hometown. there was like this station where you could make buttons, and the only thing that I had going for me at the time that I was like, oh, I'd want to make a button about this was the Altador Cup. So I would go twice, like 2 years running. I made buttons about the Altador Cup at this local art fair, because right around that time, it's like the art fair would be in like early June. So like right around that time was when the Altador Cup was happening. So that was the only thing on my mind at the time.
Look, this one's like Altador Cup 4. It's got a little UU. It's a trophy.
Tried my best on that one.
This one says Lost Desert for the cup. And this one actually doesn't look too bad. This one's like the...
It doesn't look too bad, but it's not great either. But you can tell what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be the trophy.
Trophy. It's got the Lost Desert symbol on it. A little UU.
Another thing that's funny is that at this point in the video, people who don't know what a UU is, and I'm just like, it's got a UU on it, and they're like, what the fuck is a UU?
Altador Cup 5 LD Lost Desert, boy. And everybody, I'm just saying, who won the 5th Altador Cup? Oh, Lost Desert? Yeah, that's right. You're looking at one of the winners of the 5th Altador Cup. You all may bow down before me now. I'll wait. Yeah, I was like obsessed with playing for Lost Desert in the Altador Cup back in the day.
So at this point, I put the button on, kind of just like continuity in a way. I thought it was funny.
I would play every single day during the Altador Cup for hours on end, and I would submit my scores on the Neo boards, specifically in the Lost Desert fan supporter page Solid, which stands for Supporters of Lost Desert in Domination.
I still check out Solid every now and then, see how it's going. There was like one person on the board who I actually recognized at the time that I was like, oh my god, I do remember you. Like I said, like I did this whole thing where I was like, "Hi everybody, I used to talk on the Solid board all the time back in the day. This was the name I went by." And they're like, "Oh yeah, I remember you." And I was like, "Oh my god, I kind of remember you too. I recognize your username." So I thought that was cool.
Look, that name's been around for years, so don't be talking shit about Solid or else I'll fuck you up. So yeah, just a few days ago, I was reminiscing about Neopets, and I thought to myself...
Yeah, I was literally on a walk, like, in my neighborhood, and it just came to me. I was like, I wonder if the Neo... Like, I literally had this thought on my walk.
The Altador Cup usually starts up around this time of the year. I wonder if that's about to start. So I look, and registration is about to end in under 24 hours.
Like, what serendipitous timing. I just, like... What was the video that I had put out before this? It was the Ray William Johnson video. The Who's Driving Doug video. Like, I had just put out that video, and, like... Couple days later, I was on a walk in my neighborhood, and I was thinking to myself, you know, it's around this time of the year that the Altador Cup starts back up. I wonder if that's going on right now. And it was just about to, like, sign-ups were about to start. And I was like, oh my god, I should do a video about the Altador Cup. And then I very quickly got to work. I think it was like maybe like 5 days before this or something like that. Like I saw that sign up. It said signups were about to start, and I was like, oh, let's fucking go. Let's start doing research, get ready so I can film this on the day before signups start, and then later on I can do a bit where I film on the first day of the Altador Cup, so then we can have this kind of like this arc of the video where it's like we do like the background and then we actually get into the games.
So I thought it'd be fun before registration starts to go through each one of the Altador Cup teams, kind of read up a little bit about them, as well as go through their history of their placements throughout the Altador Cups in the past, and how each one of them kind of stacks up to each other in my mind. We'll talk about the actual games of the Altador Cup later, but for now, let's just get into the teams. So yeah, here's my team, Lost Desert. This is our team captain, Lyra Hegel. He's the goalkeeper.
Okay, so I think... What's funny is that I usually, when rewatching, I skip this part of the video because it's a 12-minute part where I where I talk about all the teams, and I just did that earlier in this stream when I ranked all of the teams. So I don't think we need to go back through this all. I don't know if there's any like there's not even that ton of moments from the video that I'm like, "Oh, but I got to react to this part." But yeah, I thought this part, there was a part of me when editing this video that I was pretty close to cutting this part of the video out. But I thought if I was a viewer, I wasn't making videos at all, but I was looking up stuff about the Altador Cup, like while at this age of 25, and I was like, oh, I wonder if somebody has done like a deep dive into the Altador Cup, if somebody has made a video on it. I would have want them to have done like a deep dive where they talked about all the teams like I did in this video. So I was like, okay, well, I'll make this video for me. So I'll keep this bit. I'll keep this 12-minute bit where I talk about all the teams. I mean, there is this bit where I do like
Maraqua is one
where I
of the
talk
few
about
teams.
Elon.
Hey guys, I feel like they have something being some hot water as their captain Elon, the black hole Hulis. Ugh, don't like that his name's
I like that graphic.
Elon. And Elon has done nothing but party recently. You recently divorced and you're going through a midlife crisis, Elon? Sounds familiar. They do.
It's funny because at the time Elon Musk had just like gotten divorced from Grimes, so there's another part that I felt like I was like, oh, that'd be a funny bit to talk about, but I'm not really remembering any of it. So yeah, let's just skip towards the training montage part of the video.
Like, all these teams, they think they're ready to come back for this year's Altador Cup, but they don't know what's coming. Lost Desert, they've got a chip on their shoulder, and guess what? Big Alex coming back, baby. I'm coming out of retirement, and I'm gonna show these motherfuckers who's who. So, I think I need to get out there and start training, because the Altador Cup starts in just a few days.
So, this training montage bit, I'm trying to remember how much of it was scripted. I think I had a pretty decent idea of what it was going to be. Like, I knew like the idea of it was going to be like it would show me playing the game, playing UU ball and doing decently, and then all of a sudden I start sucking. So then I'm like, okay, now I got to train harder. I can do this, you know. And I want to put on the captions right now because this part is actually pretty important with captions. So I don't know if I wrote anything for it or if it was just all in my head, like I knew exactly what I wanted to do, but I pretty much knew exactly what I wanted to do for this video. And I think originally it was just gonna be me versus my parents' dog Cece, playing UU ball. But then I realized that I had the right plushies that could work as the Altador team from the Altador Cup, and Cece could be Winberto, the walkie. And I was like, this is so funny, like. No, I don't know if anybody is going to see this, but it's so funny to me.
Days. And all these teams, they're going down. So I think it's time for a classic training montage.
So yeah, that whoosh, I was like, well, I know that I'll do this transition where it'll look like I'm grabbing the mouse. Yeah, so I'm all like, so right here, the reason why I wanted to turn captions on is because I actually have captions for this training montage bit. Whoosh. Altador Cup theme starts to play as Alec laughs sinisterly. I don't know if that's a word, but the match begins. No audible noise, just music. So get a goal, mouth yes. Start to do really, really well as I'm training. I'm like, yeah. training's going good. Oh, suddenly not doing so hot. And then guess what? I get scored on. I'm like, what? No, man, what the heck? You can do this. You can do this. Obviously, you can't see that I say that. So then, at this point, my eyes are closed, and I'm going to wake up outside on the UU ball field. And I also have a costume change. Like, I'm more ready for a match. So, from the Altador Cup, from the Altador team, it's Trapper Remus the Poogle, who's actually a green Poogle, and Foltagio the Mincy, who's actually a black Mincy. There's Levon Cibier the Geelert, who is not the right color, but, you know, it works well enough. And Saline Ratad the Elephant. Definitely not Babar. You know, you work with what you have. And emphasis on work with what you have, because finally a very lively Winberto Celez the Walkie. I crack myself up. So yeah, this is Cece. She was in a bunch of my videos, but when I moved last year, she hasn't been in a video since. She's totally fine, but she's my parents' dog, so you know, she's not mine. So she hasn't been in any videos since. So for any of you CC heads wondering where she's been in the recent videos, she's fine. She's just at my parents' house, and I miss her every day. She's so damn cute. And there's the UU, which is just one of her balls. Oh, look at her. She's so happy to play. Alec has the UU and goes for the goal. I said I'd make a goal. Oh, look at her. She's running around with the UU. I love this bit. Oh, Lord, he's coming. An amazing catch by Winberto. Alec goes for another goal, and he makes it right past Selene. In your face. And Winberto there's no thoughts, even gives me a wink. Laughs like a lunatic. Funny little outtake where I bounce the ball off my leg and I'm just like, oh, fuck.
Alrighty, everybody. It's the first day of the Altador Cup finally, and it's time to put in the work. Let's get into that stadium and show them that Lost Desert means business this year. Woo! I got my Lost Desert colors on. Oh, yeah. It's starting to get real, folks. All right.
I wanted a lot more gear for this bit. But I eventually got it for the end bit, but for this bit I didn't have it.
All right, well, let's not dilly-dally around. Let's play now. Let's see who we're going up against. Morocco? Oh, come on. Weren't they like one of the only teams that I said have something to prove this year? And we're going up against them in the first match of the Cup? Oh, and also they got our old teammate, Lamille Tarot.
It's like honestly the perfect
super
matchup.
Awkward out
you
on
know?
the field. And also Lost Desert and Morocco are tied in the overall standings.
It's crazy
all the previous
how serendipitous
Cups.
this was.
Oh my god. You know what, actually, now that I'm talking about it, it's kind of the perfect first match for us. We also get to pound Elon Hewless into the ground.
It's so funny.
Bitch. All right, well, I think it's time for me to hit the UU ball.
Like, I thank Neopets every single day for the serendipity that this match was.
It's kind of your classic soccer type game. You get to choose which direction you want to play. I go from left to right, and also you get to choose your formation. Lost Desert's like cannon formation is 2+2, but you can play however you want. So I'm gonna do.
I've tried the other formations. They do not work for me.
We got Vaughn, we got Luvia, we got Derby, we got Ree, and we got Lyra, and then we got their team. All right. So in this, there's a couple of different balls. What we're playing right now is the classic UU ball.
It's so funny to like hear me have to like cut in and out of like takes where there's like dead silence because I'm trying to focus on the game.
So I got lucky and got another normal UU ball. Those are the easiest to score with usually. God damn it. Get in the goal. There we go. All right, the fairy UU ball. The fairy UU ball, whenever you throw it, it kind of curves a different way. way. And also
I really
the
tried my
power-ups, like,
best to
everything.
kind
Right
of
now, I just
like
got a frozen ice cube,
explain the
so
games
now
as I
everyone's
played them.
frozen,
But
and
like
I got
in
this
this
is
video,
the
I didn't
robot,
even
or I
really
think it's
talk
the
about the
clock.
power-ups.
So
I
after, like,
mentioned
a
them
couple of
very
seconds, it
slowly,
blows up.
like
So it'll
like one
probably
time, and then
blow
I
up
just don't
before I'm
even
able to get a goal.
talk about any of the other ones.
This that I've noticed when I was practicing is that for some reason our team is kind of weirdly messed up. The guy that I'm playing right now, that's supposed to be Luvia.
See,
but
I
if you
always
look up in
talk
the
about this. I
corner,
talked about
it
this earlier
says
while I was
that I'm
playing
Derby,
the
who's
game.
other red dragon. So I don't know what's up with that. Neopets, get your shit together, please. Okay,
Please.
So the Darrigan UU sucks. It goes whatever freaking way it feels like. Come on,
It really
come on.
does.
I don't want to.
I don't understand it.
In this round. Come on. Oh my god. This Darrigan UU. It's always like a death sentence. I used to be able to control it back in the day, but now it sucks. That was a practice run.
Yeah.
For the first one. We got
Back in
bad
like the
luck
very
with that
early
Darrigan
days of UU
What's up,
ball,
Elon? Little bitch.
UU ball used to be
You
completely
can't get me.
different. It
You
was
can't
like a
get me,
more of a
Elon.
top-down
Elon, what are you
thing,
doing over there?
and
What are
you were
doing,
able
huh?
to
You trying
kind of
get
like
this UU? Don't even know where it
control
is. It's in your goal,
the
bitch.
Derrick and
oh, the
UU
snow
ball
UU.
better.
Snow UU, it just goes a little bit slower, so you kind of have to get a little bit closer to the goal in order for it to go in. Hey, Elon, what does goal mean? Huh? You know this boy Elon? He's probably taking cocaine bumps in the locker room in between games. Another snow. Let's freeze them.
I love the bit of just like making fun of Elon
Alright,
Musk
fire
during
UU,
this
I didn't get to
video.
talk about this one. This one just goes fast. The snow UU goes slow. The fire UU goes fast. Come on. All right, and go. Goal, bitch. All right. This one we might be. Oh fuck. Come on.
This is such a clutch move.
Did I get a goal at the very end? Oh shit. Yes, I was able to get a goal at the very end. We're sending that
Nice.
score. Hell
Nice.
yeah. 8 goals. Feeling good. Oh yes. Freeze them.
Freeze him. So funny. How I miss
Oh
it.
yes.
Like the
Go ahead,
easiest
get
thing
so
to
fast
do.
And freeze them. Easy. Oh god, not the Derrick ball. Let's freeze them. Let's make the thing bigger. Yes, we got a goal with the Derrick ball. Oh, it's a beautiful day. No, no. Somebody get the ball. Oh, thank God. That was amazing passing. Boom. Oh, the fucking goal shrunk at the last goddamn second. Whoa! Whoa! Ah, why are we
So
going
if
so
you
fast?
get 2 of
Lord,
the wing
crazy.
power-ups, you
Okay.
go
Oh, the mutant
so
UU, I haven't talked
fucking
about this yet.
fast. It's
The mutant
hilarious.
UU just it picks
That's
like
what
a
happened
random
in that
one
moment.
of the other UUs to kind of mimic. So right now I think it just did a snow UU. Yo, oh, from across the goddamn field, dude. 9 points. Oh yeah.
I'm so
Sending that
proud of
score.
how
What
the
can I
footage
say?
came
I'm a
out.
gamer. All right, I think that's enough UU ball for right now. So let's move on to some of the other games.
Like, it's
this
just
game
some of
makes
the-
some noise.
like,
in this one, you're playing your team's.
It all just
craziest
worked,
fan
you know?
ever in the stands, and he is just making some noise in order to pump your team up. This
This
game
part
requires
is
2 hands,
silly,
so I'm putting it
though.
on the stand. So make some noise. It's a pretty easy game. All you have to do is you gotta mash 2 buttons on your keyboard, and sometimes you get bonus points if you're able to hit another button that shows up in time. So let's make some noise, baby. All right, Q&H. Let's go. Yeah, we're going crazy. V M A M.
This is when fucking
O-U.
what is his name?
Flying
First class. What is that guy's name? Oh my god, I'm blanking on his name right now. What is his name? Who's the guy that did that First Class song? Jack Harlow. That song like just came out that summer, and it was stuck in my head. So made a little joke about it in this video.
Oh yeah.
Perfect cracks into the mic. Perfect.
Let's go.
Yeah, the editing for this part, I just went buck wild. I had fun with it. The coughing. I was just like, just have fun with it.
What happened? I blacked out. All right, I think the team has heard us. They're energized from us making some noise. But look at this. They're about to make some shootouts at the goal. So let's go help them out. All right, shootout showdown. It's time to take some shots at goal against one of the practice players.
Yeah, this
You know,
part
make a
goes by
shootout
fast
showdown is
because,
just
as I
five
said
goals as
earlier,
quick as
just,
possible. And this should be
there's not much to
easy.
say.
Oh,
You
it's
get
gonna be so
you get
easy.
1 minute to
You
try
won't
and make
see
5
it
goals,
coming.
and you usually make it
I'm
in like
going over here.
5 seconds.
Okay, well, that sucked. I think if you move your UU over, it helps out a little bit instead of going at an angle like I was earlier. Yes. All right, shootout showdown. That kind of humbled me a little.
That's all I
bit.
really had
Thought
to say
I was
about that
in the
game.
Zone, auto zone. So, in order to get me back in the fighting spirit, I think it's time
Get
to
in the zone,
sling
auto
some
zone, very
slushies
funny.
with Slushy Slinger, the last Altador Cup game that counts. The amount of times I've slung slushies in my life, goddamn, and I'm back to doing it.
It's
All right,
so
Slushy
funny.
Slinger, if you
That
haven't heard of the
that
game-
bit's real. I can't believe how many times I played Slushy Slinger in my life, and I continue to play it, even though it's like it takes you 8 minutes to complete a game of it. I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing with my life?
Tapper, it's pretty much an exact copy of that. You're slinging slushies, which is a common food in Neopia, to hungry fans who want a slushie before the game starts. This game is always a bit more chill, but it's always fun to try and see how well you can do. Hey, what can I get you, buddy?
This part where I'm like playing the bartender, I thought I was like, what am I going to do during this part where I'm playing Slushy Slinger? Because it's going to take 8 minutes, so I have to put on a character. So I thought the best way to do that was to kind of be like the barkeep that is always giving advice and whatnot.
Look what the cat dragged in. You want a slushie? Yeah, geez, you
Fucking slushy, you big lug.
Hey, what can I get you? A slushie on the rocks? That's what I thought. What can I get you, sir? A sex on the beach? Yeah, we don't have our liquor license.
That made me laugh.
I'm just now noticing the fucked up columns. Oh, look at this.
I wonder if that's still there. I haven't checked.
Feed me, daddy. Give me your truck.
Okay.
Trash. Oh, look at this. Pro maneuver. So you play this just using the space bar and the arrow keys, and each 50 points you go up a level and the game gets just a little bit faster. Hey, look, it's you and your twin brother. Oh, you two want the same thing. That's cute.
Uh-oh.
Shit. Yeah, do you guys have a special today? Yes, we have the green slushie. No red today? We've never had red slushies, sir. Hey, everybody, how's it going? What team you rooting for? You guys had a great day?
Yeah, I was really trying.
Seems like
I was really trying my best. I was just talking to myself and trying to make myself laugh during while playing this.
With open arms, like I thought they would. Hey, buddy, it's okay. I'm in the same boat as you are. Now everybody wants the green slushies. What the hell's going on? I wanted a green slushie.
Back then, this was the thing where it was just like
I'm swamped. All right, everybody.
the green slushie was. It was like this weird glitch where everybody just wanted the green slushie.
Oh, fuck. Nah, fuck. 800. Look at that. That might be like one of my biggest scores I've ever gotten. Also, if the person gets to the end of the Also, if the person gets to the end of the aisle, then you lose a life, I'm pretty sure. 820 points. That's not bad. I think that's one of my highest scores I've ever gotten.
I can quote this video verbatim. I've seen it so many times. I'm sorry.
For the night, and then we'll see in the morning how I fared against Moragua. They don't stand a chance. I mean, look at these guys. They're nothing. Oh, whatever if I said earlier that they have something to prove. Well, guess what? I'm proving that they suck.
Good one.
They got nothing on good old Alec, who was an all-star during Altador Cup 5 when Lost Desert won, me. And when has Moragua won an Altador Cup? Never. Oh, yeah. We got this in the bag, baby. Oh, man, I'm so pumped. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight waiting for the results.
I remember this part. I was like really trying to be like, what do I say to like transition to like the next part? And this next part, it just really sold the video.
I'm just so glad to be back with my Lost Desert team. Maybe I should get some more gear.
Oh yeah, that was another thing where I was like, I like the bit was like, I was going to see how well Lost Desert did the next day, and I like the bit was like it was going to cut to me and I was going to be decked out in gear. So like I was like, this is either going to go really well where it'd be great if like we won everything, or it's going to be so funny that it cuts to me and I'm decked out in gear and we completely lost. And that's what
Here in order to
happened.
show my love for my team. That'd be a great idea, right? I'm getting so into it this year. You know, I'm gonna go do that. I'll see you all tomorrow.
Classic Majora's Mask reference.
Oh,
So yeah, I filmed this on my phone like the day of.
Man, all right, here we go.
And this is like
Time to see
VO.
how
This is like
Lost Desert
voiceover. I
did
didn't actually
yesterday.
say this in the moment.
I bet we like completely swept the. What?
L. So yeah, then I'm like completely decked out in Lost Desert gear. Got like these things where these sweatbands, which I feel like do not get enough attention as compared to the bandana that I made. Which it was just like the bandana I was wearing, but I put like this Lost Desert logo and it says like LD. I don't know if it shows up completely. Got my button on and the foam finger. Just so this part was like filmed maybe like a week or two later when this stuff actually came. Just so funny, you know. Just the
Well-
perfect ending.
Shit.
Okay, yeah, it does show up the LD. Just the perfect ending to this comedic video. Just like I'm like I'm the Altador Cup expert, and then my team fucking loses. This is kind of like reminiscent of what a lot of the other commentary YouTubers were doing back in the day, like Eddie Burback and Drew and Danny. Like they would end their video with just like a simple thanks. And usually I do like this whole spiel where I'm like, "Hey, thanks for watching. If you don't know me, check me out on social media and check out my podcast, blah 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 blah." But this one I wanted to do I wanted it to be a little bit simpler.
Hi there, it's me, Alec, from 3 weeks into the future. I'm just about to hit render on the video.
It was literally like this was the last, like I had completely finished editing the video, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to see how well Lost Desert has done. And this was the last day of like the first round, and then it was going to be the finals. And I had been playing like every other day throughout the Altador Cup. I got up to like rank 8. And so I knew Lost Desert wasn't doing well. But we were up against Molterra, who hadn't been doing great that year, I think. And then we got completely swept by
Video, so I thought I'd give you all an update on how Lost Desert is doing in the Altador Cup. It's currently Saturday, June 25th. Yes.
And then the video got uploaded on the 26th, I believe.
Yesterday was the last day of the first round.
Yeah, I think that was what was happening. I was like, the idea. So, I remember this day, like, I filmed this part, edited it real quick, rendered it, and then uploaded it. And then I very quickly had to, like, get on the road with my girlfriend, now with my fiance, then girlfriend at the time. Like right after it was uploaded, we got on the road because my friend Jake, who is on the podcast with me, he it was his birthday. Like we were going to his birthday party, which was on the other side of the state that we're like it was like a 2.5 hour drive. And so I uploaded it, and I still had to like make the thumbnail. So I made the thumbnail while I was at his house the next morning before the video came out. So yeah, this was all kind of a blur making this video. It was a very quick turnaround. I made it throughout the entire like I filmed it on the very first day of the first round, and then the last day of filming when I finally finished the video was on the last day of the first round, which is about like probably like 3 weeks or something.
I'm actually going to see for the first time how we did against Molterra. All right, let's see.
So yeah, you can see I'm like level 7. I think I played a little bit like during the finals and got up to like level 8.
Oh fuck, we lost all of them. Shit.
So yeah, currently Lost Desert is in 16th place. I think we got up to
But
14th
guess what,
by the end of
Maraqua?
it
They're
that
in fourth
year.
place, with Meridel currently in first.
So yeah, I thought Meridel had it in the bag. You could see Darrigan is like what the fuck? Like they get put in for the as the 6th place seed, and then they fucking win that year. It's so dumb.
So, like, I'm just saying the teams that I said had something to prove this year are proving themselves. So
yeah, Altador Cup 17 has not been our year.
but next year
Was
if you
also
enjoyed the
not our
consider
year.
giving a like down below, as well as subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. Bye bye.
So yeah, rewatch that video. Great video. Love that video. But anyway, I just want to say thank you all so much once again for 5,000 subscribers and for joining me today. Clowned on by Molterra. I know, Token. I know. So yeah, thank you all so much for joining me on this fun little stream, playing the games of the Altador Cup. I might do another stream where down the line, further into the season, where play some more of the games. But yeah, just thank you all so much again for getting me up to 5,000 subscribers. That really means a lot. Expect more videos in the future. I don't know what the next topic will be, but it will probably be on something Disney Channel related if things kind of go out as I've kind of planned it right now. So yeah, thank you all so much. Thank you all for joining me today. Thank you all for like being a part of my antics. It was a lot of fun today. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Bye bye.